out here in Denmark. Um, already interesting interactions. Is that usually the process?
Look, they shouldn't be here.
Yeah, why are
So
they
fast.
asking? Right, it's very quick. Like
Yeah.
we literally got here and they're like right here. It's like
They were
they pulled up
waiting.
right behind us. Yeah. And then they're asking for her ID. Is that
That's normal.
okay? Interesting. But very that was remarkably quick. Are they usually here this quickly?
No,
Interesting.
not at all.
Well, I guess we made a mark in some way.
Yeah, I noticed. Very quick.
Yeah,
They just showed
I feel
up.
special.
Yeah. What a treat.
How's their relationship usually with Scientology? Are they like supportive like in LA, or are they usually level-headed or?
No, they are pretty ignorant, you know.
Okay, so they just don't know. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a problem.
They just live with it, you know. They don't deal with Scientology.
Right,
Some of
right.
them have some opinion, like
Right.
we don't like them.
Sure.
Some of them like fine with Scientology. So it's nothing
Yeah,
special.
luck of the draw. Interesting.
Scientology cannot buy the police in Denmark.
That's a
So
relief.
that's the good thing.
Yeah. And I guess they don't have so much influence where they're not on anybody's radar. They don't. Yeah,
No, not really.
that makes sense. Interesting. They're unusually quick today, but maybe I wonder if that's just for any protest or if that's is it more of a process to protest here? Do you have to get permits usually most of the time? Is that
Yeah, it's better to have a permit. Then you are here officially. Otherwise, they can just come and say, please leave or go there.
yeah, right.
Protest there.
So
If
they
you have a
can say it
permit,
fairly easily. Yeah,
they might say the same thing, but
Right.
it's a bit more official.
right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's good you came out, and just for my live streamers, you were at Scientology yourself, and how long you been out now?
Officially or mentally?
That's a great question. Hey, how are you? I'd say both. First, we'll start with officially.
Officially, I sent an email to Scientology Church on New Year's Eve, 2021.
Right, so recent, right.
Yeah. And then basically mentally, I just got out of it this year. Like totally.
Wow, okay.
I think I'm healed. So I don't have any button anymore on Scientology or
Right.
the police
Thanks for
or
showing,
protest or tell my story anymore.
Right,
You know?
right. You did very well with it. That was cool to see that
Yeah,
interview.
it helped me to.
Yeah. Well, it must have
talk
been
it out.
therapeutic. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you are in Scientology, you do not talk about Scientology
Right.
to others, only
Right.
between Scientology.
It's like Fight Club. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Fight
Right.
Club.
Interesting. So were there 2 years, 3 years where would have you considered yourself an independent Scientologist?
No, I was never an independent Scientologist.
Interesting. Okay.
Even when I was in Scientology, I was kind of against. Like, I did not see how it works, how I can apply this.
Right.
I tried, because
Right.
I built up my life on Scientology here in Denmark. So, but I was, always against.
Yeah. So you saw that common sense.
Yeah.
But that's impressive that you saw that out of thin air, because a lot of people don't think that independently, and then they're stuck in that same cycle.
Yeah, but it was hard because I was not allowed to talk to anybody, If
Right.
I did, then
Right. That's why it's
ethics,
right. Yeah.
knowledge report, problems. So I kept it in.
Right.
And that's why, when I got out officially, when I sent the email, after that, finally I could talk to people like you, like
Yeah.
Samuel, like
Yeah.
whoever.
Oh, hello. How are you? It is me. Yes. Chat saying hello to me.
Nice.
Good to see you. Interesting. So, and then what you saw it didn't work in your life, but was there also other media that you saw? Did you ever see like the Aftermath or South Park? Or?
The South Park, yeah, I saw it before, but it was just gibberish to me.
Interesting. So it just seemed so silly at the time. It didn't actually make an impact.
No, not really.
Interesting.
And I don't really like cartoons. So
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, but then after, yes, when I went into the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
then I started to watch the YouTube, the Going Clear,
Cool.
Aftermath, all these. And then follow some YouTube channels and really, listen what they say about.
Yeah. I always wonder, because you seem very sensible when you first saw that, like Mike Ringer talking about the whole, or talking about, I mean, they probably didn't get that in Denmark, but talking about the low pay, the overwork, was your first thought is, that's not true, that's propaganda? Or was your first thought, oh wow, that's actually true? Or was it like a mix?
No, it was whoever I listened to, even I did not like the person's, character, whatever, but everybody said the same thing what I was thinking of, and
Wow,
I had the
interesting.
same experience.
Same experience, right.
Yeah, no payment,
Right.
or pocket money, because we don't get salary, but
Right.
pocket money.
Right.
And everybody is on ethics all the time. If you talk back or all these little details, everywhere is the same
Right.
in
Interesting.
each country.
Right. Right.
And on each level, the lower echelons to the highest.
And so that must have been interesting. So, oh wow, it's all the same. Like there's nothing that different. Like you recognize this. They talk about an experience in England or USA, and it's not that different.
No, it's all the same.
Fascinating.
Yeah, we should move because
Yeah. I know, right? It's a tight squeeze, isn't it?
Yeah. And incidentally, also very handsome.
They seem to be on alert. But
what's going on with the police now? Oh, where is Miriam? Miriam is here.
so at least she seems to be all right. So they seem to be okay with it so far. Yeah. So far, so good. Chat says hello. What a surprise! You really get around. First time in Denmark. Yes, I was just reading on my chat. We miss your channel. You think you might revamp it, or do you just kind of like showing your support to others?
Thinking about it.
I think you
pretty
should.
much,
Yeah.
A lot. Oh, here is the biggest older person.
Which one?
The
Oh,
lady.
cool. Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
She's the the spokesperson.
Oh, she is?
Yeah,
Oh, I should try to get an
She's in the
interview.
news. Yeah, you can.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Hello.
How are you? I'll ask her. So she's the big wig. So that person on the right is the spokesperson for what? Denmark or Europe? Or
Denmark.
For Denmark. Oh, cool.
But Miriam knows much more about her.
Okay.
Yeah, head of license.
So she's a celebrity.
Yeah.
I'm honored.
Yeah, she's
I'm
the
not
one-
worthy.
She has applied a restraining order to me twice.
Oh, she's the one.
Yeah, she's the one.
How cool.
Do not feel.
No, I don't feel medic.
Yeah, that's an
She's kind of the Ken Moxon of Europe a little bit.
Okay. So we have people here.
Is this Europe? Yes, this is Denmark. Dude, what's going on in this place? We are in Denmark protesting Scientology. We have the spokesperson there.
Everything is fine.
And I'll say hello. Glad they're showing you the ropes and want you to end up in jail over there. Take care, guys. Yeah, we're all going to do this respectfully. I'll respectfully ask her for an interview. She'll probably say no, but... Hello, any interest in doing an interview? I'm a journalist, so I'm covering some of this. I assume not, but at least I tried. You can interview me. You don't even have to ask questions. I could just talk. Or not, or whatever. I tried.
What did you say?
I said, can I interview you? And she said no, and then she started filming me. I said, well, that's fine. You can interview me. You don't even have to ask questions. I'll just talk. That's fine.
Good one.
And then she took the phone down.
She made fun of that to you.
Well, I had to try. That's it, journalists. Even if you know they're going to say no, you have to at least give them the opportunity to say no. Or if they were so inclined to actually give their side of the story, she could have given a very effective speech as to why they're doing great work, and they certainly help people in the hurricane. Yeah, right, exactly. Yes, yeah. I would have blasted her message, but
Keep an eye on everyone.
she lost the opportunity, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately. That's cool though. So we got a celebrity.
You
Pretty
are the
awesome.
celebrity.
Oh, that's very
all the way
sweet.
from US and
Thank you. That's true. I'm not the spokesperson.
American
No.
colonies, yes.
Oh,
Still haven't forgotten.
you should say it with Trump saying he wants to take, Greenland and everything. You should call us colonies, because that's what we were.
52nd state, the 51st
Yeah,
state, Canada.
yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, I don't get offended being called a colony. It's like, we kind of deserve it at this point. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
mean, we tried it without a king and a queen for a couple of 100 years.
Yeah.
Really didn't work out so well.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's amazing.
It's okay.
Right.
If you
There's,
grovel enough, then maybe we'll take it back.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
right. There's still a king of Denmark, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very official.
Yes.
Yeah. King
Yeah.
and queen. Are they well liked?
Yes.
They're not like
Yeah.
Prince Harry. They're not like
no,
causing
no, no,
issues.
No,
Okay.
thank God. The royal family is very well beloved here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for them. So they give back and
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
some good
we feel
work.
like
Cool.
they represent the country really well.
That's awesome.
And they're very warm and caring.
Oh, cool.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
nice to have a non-controversial royal family.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I
you
guess
know,
I'm
of
right.
course, things happen, and
Sure.
sometimes there's a question of who did this and what, and who paid
Right.
for that, and you know, but it's minor things. They're minor things.
Did they ever have any of them on the money or no? Isn't that like Great Britain? There wasn't like the King of Denmark on the money.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
The
I
queen,
should check it out.
the mother queen, the queen mother.
Oh man, you should have the Denmark
she's
queen.
nice. Yeah,
That would be cool.
she's on the coins.
Oh, cool. Okay.
We don't
I
have
should
them
look
on
out
the
for it.
bills. The bills is something
Okay.
else. But the coins definitely, and probably
wonder if I have
King
one.
Frederick will take over at some point.
Okay.
But you know, we don't use a lot of cash anymore, so I don't know how
Right.
much money they're pouring into that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm always curious, like who's on what. It's always interesting to learn the
Absolutely,
history.
Yeah.
I will just
I know.
talk
I
with
don't
them
even
for
have a coin I could show you, but
Yeah, I don't even have one either. I think I had a bill somewhere. But that was about it. That's what, this thing I have. I wonder if there's somebody even on it.
Oh yes. No, it's
No, it's a bridge.
Yeah. So it's a pot from ancient times.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Wow.
all of the bills have some sort of icon from Denmark, some sort of building
Oh, cool.
or whatever. Not a person. And
Right,
then
okay.
they have these ancient artifacts.
Interesting.
On each of them.
I like that. That's good to like not worship so much people so much they're on the
Yes,
money.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you just have
yeah.
we have like symbols of our country.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. And
I
you
kinda
know,
like
of
that.
course, it's right to honor a person if they've done really well.
Sure,
And
yeah,
they're well
absolutely.
revered and all that. But you know, you don't have to do it forever.
No,
You don't have to
no.
look at them every single day. You know. so we just celebrate
Refreshing,
whatever is
yeah.
Danish, I guess.
Yeah, away from the cult of worship,
Tourist guides.
which is nice.
We'll put on the next
Tourist
step.
guides?
Yeah, we've got several tourist guides.
Oh yes.
Oh, cool. We should say hi.
Yeah. The umbrella.
Oh, there they are. Sweet. Poor filming, somebody says. Well, thank you.
Last time
Aren't you nice?
Just be mindful on the
How long today are they protesting Elon Musk and generic lies? That'll be cool, but we're in Denmark, so. Hey, T, you've been through some stuff. Nice to have you.
Okay?
Dodge, you're a freaking legend. Thank you, Kirsty, for joining Denmark. Send some super chats. It went all the way out here, guys. ETLA says, Dodge, where are you? I am in Denmark, so give me some goddamn super chats. It's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
We need to get down to Australia. Hey, Kirsty, if you want, I love Australia. It's like America. It's like America Plus. I've been all around there. Oh, they dropped something? Oh, cool. Yeah, here's that's a cool dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, invite me to Australia if there's something happening. Actually, I would go.
Buy a ticket to Australia.
Yeah, buy my ticket. How about that? But no, you don't have to buy my ticket. If you want me to come, though, let me know. That'd be cool. This is a good cadre, yeah?
Yeah. What did the police say? That Scientology is not happy, but they have explained that we have all the permits in place. So
That's good. So they're on your side largely.
Yeah, they will be here for checking.
Oh,
Probably
cool.
because there's been these lies that we are violent and aggressive.
Of course.
You too. Oh, it's all Miriam. Yeah, it's all my fault. Yes.
And that's the general narrative. If you get a charge or an RO, you're guilty. That's what a certain somebody in the community has said.
Yeah,
That if you get that charge, you're guilty and you deserve it. So
Yeah,
you
but
do.
I'm not
Kidding.
guilty.
No, far from it. Far from it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. We are in Denmark.
So I explained them that we are a global community, people from USA,
Yeah.
Switzerland,
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah, we got a lot of countries here. This is very cool.
We might get a couple of
Yeah. This is impressive. Well done. And what message do you have to the stream? For all the people saying protesting is dead. This looks like a good contingent of support.
So I think
you got the
that-
spokesperson to show up. That was very cool. So
Yeah, I think the protesting movement in Denmark it's going strong.
yeah, I can tell.
think we are using our freedom of expression. We're trying to expose the alleged criminal activities within the Church of Scientology, not just in USA but also in Denmark. And we have people also on the inside that are spilling the beans, which is probably very stressful for them because they do not know who is talking with us. So I assume it will be a stress factor. Yeah. So this day could be very, very, very stressful for the Church of Scientology in Denmark. However, we are only, expressing our own opinions.
Yeah. They're allowed to do this, absolutely.
We have people here, for example, we have Bianca and we have Samuel who signed the billion-year contract at a very young age, and they suffered horrendous both physical hard labor as well as psychological abuse, and that's why we are here. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but we are not accepting the abuse to underage children. And there have been some information from the inside. I cannot, of course, I have not seen it with my own eyes, but I have been told that there are minors, has been minors.
There's a lot of evidence of that.
Few years ago, even still, signing this 1 billion-year contract.
Yeah.
So I find it highly concerning that in a country, democratic country in Denmark, where we are supposed to protect the children and the youth and take care of each other. In a USA, you would say we are a socialist nation, but I would not say that. But we are taking care of each other.
Yeah.
We pay taxes for that, and I think it's a huge stain on the Danish map to be allowing this happening.
And especially that it has such influence, and here is kind of seen for Scientology as a safe haven compared to other countries in Europe.
Exactly. So especially the Nordic countries, we are known to be taking care of our people. So I think it's very, very bad that the government officials and the police haven't looked into this, and that's what we are trying to do now. We're trying to raise the awareness, and that's why we're all here. Because we want it to stop.
Yeah, and tell me, I'm curious, what is the influence? I was surprised when I was hearing it from you. What is the influence that Scientology has in Denmark? Apparently it's kind of their main bread and butter, I suppose, in Europe. Perhaps next to England, but or even more so.
I would say, even more so, because England is only covering the British Isles, so Ireland and England.
Right.
And Copenhagen is the headquarters for the rest of the Europe.
Oh, wow, for the whole rest of Europe.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everyone from continental Europe will be doing Scientology courses in Denmark.
So if they're France, they go to Copenhagen.
Yes.
If they're from Italy, Copenhagen.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hardcore. Oh yeah, I have to dig out my pocket.
Yes.
Hey, you want a card or protesting against Scientology? I tried. For
I think it's
interesting. Yeah.
So.
Got to dig in to get my cards. They're like at the bottom of my. But wow, so that's all. This is kind of the main base. So really, any minus Great Britain, everybody kind of comes here.
Yes. I have understood that there's some cheaper locations. For example, I heard someone went to Mexico, for example, to do some courses.
Okay.
And apparently the Africas is also a continent where a lot of the courses could be potentially cheaper.
Right.
But
Sure.
majority
So you could do
will
that.
still be doing their
Interesting.
courses here.
So if they're European, they could go to Mexico if they don't have the money, and
they can do that if they
comparatively
want to save some
cheaper.
money. Yes, yes, absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Kirby's mom is here. Yes, I'm sure we'll get to say hi to everyone in good time. We're just getting started here.
What's my chat seeing? They say I need to come to UK next. T, I'd love to come to UK. That sounds good. In October, right? Yeah.
Literally a stone throw.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's
it's
do
an
it.
hour flight from here.
Yeah, easy peasy. October, you gonna be there? You should go.
I guess.
Cool.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think
next
definitely.
month.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, just for a few days.
Oh, cool. Just to hang out, enjoy it.
I'm actually going to a comedy show.
Wow.
With one
Fun.
of my favorite comedians.
Which one?
Paul Chowdhury.
Okay, gotta check him out.
He's a UK
Cool.
comedian, and he's really funny.
Oh, cool.
So he's
Note to
doing
self.
a really big arena.
Oh, wow.
and then I'm
Okay.
just gonna
Surprised I don't
hang
even know
out,
him. I love comedy.
For the next couple of days and just
Nice.
enjoy London.
Nice.
Hi,
Enjoy
everyone
the
in
slightly
chat.
warmer weather,
I'm
maybe.
sorry
I
that
think
I'm,
so. Probably. Yeah.
But yeah, they're saying I should go to one in October,
Okay.
which is IAS, which I can't even remember what that stands for.
November.
They're saying October. Maybe they have it wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I'm listening. Can I show your face?
But yeah, that'll be fun. Easier to get to.
That's fine.
than here.
We
Bit of a
have-
headache.
Yeah, we have a journalist from Sweden here covering our protest and
Oh, thanks for
interviewing
coming.
the survivors of Scientology. So we have a journalist from the USA, a freelance journalist called Dutch Landesman.
I'm a survivor from getting fired, but not a survivor from Scientology. But I talked about the Danny Masterson case.
Explain your story to him.
Yeah, it's somewhat interesting. I was a local TV news anchor, and after Lisa Marie Presley died, it was revealed that she was going to testify in the Danny Masterson retrial. He was the Scientologist, guilty for assault and a lot worse. And after she died, I just added that she was going to testify. As a news anchor, you kind of read the national news stories and read the script they give you, but you could add things. But the spokesperson, the chief spokesperson of Scientology, got so mad they would sue the station unless they fired me. So then the station fired me, and then I was able to get a nice audience on YouTube. But it was a completely.
What station was it?
It was the local division of NBC. So it was KCEY in Yuma, Arizona. So it was funny they were involved because it was this small little city,
Thank you,
100,000
Thank you
people.
so much.
It wasn't on the radar at all. But I think the thing that they were scared about is I put it up on YouTube, and I was a news anchor at the time, so it was a news anchor in a suit with an NBC logo, and I don't think that they liked that I was the first person, at least on television, saying that Lisa Marie Presley had a role in the Danny Masterson trial, and that was kind of going to be part of her legacy. And I think perhaps I gave them that visual, I gave the opposition sort of that visual endorsement of having somebody who is, even though it's very bottom of the barrel local news, to have somebody who looks like an anchor, I think that's what they were scared of.
I'm
And
good.
have you come
Hi,
cover
so
this
nice to meet
from
you.
the US?
From the U.S., yeah. So I've had a nice audience. Freelance, yeah. Just trying to rub two dimes together with YouTube, which isn't easy. But yeah, it kind of lit a fire under me. And,
What's your YouTube channel?
I appreciate you asking. It's Dodge Landesman, so like the car. But if you search Dodge, D-O-D-G-E, and then Scientology, you'll be able to find a bunch of stuff. And it was fun. I got some local press, like the New York Post and stuff, and so that was able to get me connected with an audience. But yeah, so just Dodge Scientology, and I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey, but now I feel like the obligation, since I got some attention and some new audience fighting against Scientology, now the obligation is whenever there's a call for me to show up and protest, just to help with the numbers and lend an extra hand. So the influence is pernicious for sure. Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Sorry.
Oh, you're quite all right? I've seen your interview, and he's interesting to talk to as well. Has a fascinating story. Yeah.
But I think we could get going now, and then we can do more interviews at the other locations. So if we start
Now I can talk all
going
day.
now- Yes, let's move.
Great.
We go here and then cross the traffic lights. I will lead the way. Follow me.
Okay, I guess so. This was, guys. This is the main building, right? Not. I'm completely wrong. Oh, thank you for. I thought this looked very pathetic. I was a little underwhelmed.
This
I was
is a
like, come on.
Danish organization where people can join Scientology.
I see. So this is where they join, right here.
This is where they're
Cool.
supposed to recruit people from the street and all that stuff.
Okay, interesting. But that's not
It's not a seor.
right, and that's not their idea. They have an ideal org
It's an
here. I
ideal
see.
org.
Oh, that is the ideal
It's
org.
supposed to be.
So that's interesting, but it's an ideal org that's smaller than the other buildings.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other
See, that's
buildings,
usually the ideal org is the ideal. It's supposed to be the ideal, which means you would think it'd be the
but
biggest.
it isn't anywhere.
Right. Well.
None of the
Right.
ideal orgs, I think, is measuring up to the requirements.
No, another
In the
one.
world, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know exactly each requirement, but
Yeah.
you can see by the amount of foot traffic and staff that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a convenient location.
Not much going on.
No.
Actually,
Men om du kan I think
What's up? Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago, I can't recall exactly when I went in because I had a friend then where I was speaking to him. 'Cause I used to be in the seor, right?
Right.
And
Right.
he's in the seor again. We were talking a little bit, and he told me, I was asking, but the receptionist, I don't know them. And she said, yeah, because they are just normal people. They're not Scientology. What do you mean? Yeah, we just put an ad online and for people to come and work. Now,
Interesting.
They know that the
Random.
salary is low. They know that this is the terms.
Right.
And they do it.
They still do.
and they were Indians, and I was like,
Interesting, huh?
super shocked that they
Interesting.
hired
So it's the whole labor
non-Scientologists.
traffic, right?
Yeah.
But they're willing. But they were the ones that were willing to work for seor. So they got the same seor wages, I guess. Was it a little higher, or was it kind of the same? Like, not even like a minimum wage.
It all depends on how much the organization is making.
Interesting. Interesting. So it's
But,
like, what
the
can they
whole
spare?
It's not very high. You cannot live on it. You cannot live on
Right.
it. So
right.
they probably took the contract and did the job for having the permit to stay in Denmark instead of
Interesting.
so
Right.
like, having a permit.
Right. It was the easiest thing to do. It's like automatic. Right. At least they could live here.
I think
But
that's
then
what it
they
was,
were. I assume the requirement is they take all their time. Then was it the same? Like, was it the same as if you're in the Sea Org? Do they make them work 12-hour days?
I don't know. I don't think so. As a staff, I don't think so. No.
It's a little different,
No, the
huh?
Sea Org is way more hardcore than the staff.
And with the staff, would they like, if they were from India, would they try to get them to join Scientology or no?
Well, technically, yes, they
Right.
should.
Right.
But they weren't. He told me, no, they were not Scientologists.
Interesting.
They
And
were
they
just
didn't really
working
try
here
that
in the
much.
organization.
Weird.
Like a normal job.
Wow. Huh. And so I guess they wouldn't do Scientology work. They do like clerical work, like filing or cleaning or.
No, they try to recruit people to start
Oh, wow.
Scientology. So they do deliver.
So they'd have non-Scientologists to recruit people to join Scientology.
No, usually it's Scientology.
Okay, so they
But
kind
what
of-
they do in that building
Right.
is all the introductory to Scientology. They try to get you to come to the communication course, do the stress test.
Right,
do the-
interesting.
All this beginning course to get you to get some auditing and go high up the bridge. And once you're high up the bridge, you have to do your secret levels, the OT levels.
Yes, right.
You go then to that building over there, which is
Okay.
a SEO building.
So that's now we're heading to SEO
confidential
building.
material can only be delivered
Only
in the
there.
SEO building.
Interesting.
And because this is European headquarters,
Right.
you have the ideal org.
Right.
should
It's
be
so
in
for the
every city in the
convenience.
world.
Right.
And then we have the headquarters for the OT levels,
Right.
which is called AOSH.
Okay.
Stands for Advanced
OSH.
Organization Until Europe,
Interesting. Okay.
and that's what the headquarters of Copenhagen is on.
Cool.
Is that. So every Scientologists that are reaching the OT levels have to come here to do them. Either in England, either here, or in the States.
Right. Okay. So that's only of those three locations.
And I believe
Interesting.
in South Africa now they
I was
also
gonna say probably Africa. Right. If Africa
I'm not
has
sure
one
if
or
they deliver
something.
the OT levels there.
Interesting. A lot of influence this place has. Fascinating rundown. I appreciate it.
When did you arrive here?
Yesterday. Or no, wait. Yesterday, 2 days ago.
First time in Copenhagen.
Yeah, first time. I've been a little bit in Scandinavia. I've been to Finland and Norway, but first time in Denmark. Yeah. So it's cool. Beautiful city. Sad that.
Cold, but it's very cute.
Yeah,
Especially in
it's
the
not. It doesn't feel that cold for It feels like I'm from New York. It
Okay.
feels like what New York would feel right now, like very early spring.
Yeah.
Like it's not. I don't even think it's cold. I thought it would be freezing. It's like, oh, it's all the way up here, but
It depends. When it's windy, you'll be freezing.
yeah, that'll be bad. But yeah, no, it's an interesting education. I assumed that the main anchor for Scientology Europe was St. Hill in Great Britain and England, and it's interesting to see it's really here actually.
Actually, it's true. It's
When people like in the building, most people speak Danish or English,
no. English.
so all English. Interesting.
So you would find, percentage-wise, 1 or 2% Danes. Not even.
That's it. It was that small, right? So you couldn't
SEO members
speak.
here are
Right.
all from outside Denmark.
Wow, interesting.
I knew of 3 or 4 when I was in the SEO.
Okay.
And I think by the time then we were like about 800 SEO members. I think they are down to 500, 400 SEO members here.
Right,
I can't,
right, a lot
I can't
smaller.
tell you for sure.
Right.
But I know they have.
That's a big
became
drop
smaller.
in such a short amount of time. Yeah.
And 2 of the Danish ones that I know left the SEO. So
Right.
I think very small percentage. You
Right.
would think, right? You would think
Right,
people like
interesting.
we're in Denmark, they would recruit Danish people.
Yeah, you think they have a lot?
But Danish
yeah.
people are educated.
Right. That's funny.
If you're
That's funny.
educated,
Yeah.
you don't get into this kind of cults.
No, you don't. Right. Well, that's why I think it wouldn't really work that well at all. Right. It's all the developing world. And once other countries get more developed, then they lose the interest. But then, so there never was like a Scientology Delphi school or like a boarding school for kids, younger kids here or anything
Yes.
like that. Oh, there is one.
I was in there.
Oh, wow. Right.
But it
So
was,
is that still here?
They
Interesting.
they
So that's all
closed
down.
it.
Okay.
They closed it.
So they're really losing their influence.
Yeah.
So there was like a local.
They realized that having kids was a terrible idea.
All
Give me a
right.
second after.
Yeah, do your thing. You're fine. You really have to behave badly to land in jail. It is more relaxed in the USA. Yes, it's very true. Hi, Dodge. Where are you? I'm in Copenhagen, Denmark. We're doing their version of protesting Scientology, which I find interesting, but I'll comment on that another time. Really disappointing chat today, I must say. You ask too many questions. Well, you make too many obnoxious, stupid, useless comments, K-Dog. Or whoever comment. Nicholas, not K-Dog. Hey, Jennifer. Nice to have you. Jennifer Sosby. Holy moly, you made it. I did. I said I'd make it. I said I'd be there. You got my arm twisted. Go to North Korea. If you pay me enough, I might. Just the same country that lost it. Yes, it is. Great leader loves you. I feel L. Ron Hubbard's love all the time in my butthole. Great to see you out there. Thank you, Fluffer Squirrel. Great leader likes you. He said that you were doing an excellent job protesting William Clinton, former president. It was on his website. Keep up the good work. I don't know what any of that means, but thank you. I'll keep up the good work. Fuck Dodge. Fuck you. How about that? Really enlightened chat today. This is what happens when you stream at a different time zone in the U.S. You just got all the idiots up. I love that bike culture. You know, yeah, the bike culture is nice, except when they like bike in the middle of the sidewalk all the time and come whizzing past you like they own the sidewalk and you can't walk. You're lame and you're a peasant. Your jokes aren't funny. What are you doing, NC? We're protesting the Church of Scientology in Denmark and kind of getting a tour of all their buildings, I suppose. Wala salam. All right. Wala assalam. Must be like the testing center in Hollywood. Yeah. I think it is. Good. I'm glad you support it. Yeah, it's a pretty area. I mean, it almost looks vaguely Soviet, but it's not. It never was Soviet, but it looks like that's like a super Soviet to me. But
Question, Doc.
yes,
Someone is asking,
please ask away.
name?
He is at somebody's home. I had to pay for that. I use Rover.com, and he spends. It's a long time. He's without me. He spends like 6 nights. I guess it's 6 nights away from me.
Okay.
Which always bums me out. Although he's done it before.
Yeah.
He wasn't in it. Apparently, he like went to the bathroom inside the first night I left. Which act of aggression.
Yeah.
Like that's
Revenge.
his way of showing of like I don't appreciate what you did. Yeah. And so he's really sad the first day, and the second day he's pretty all right.
Okay.
And then the third day he's good, the fourth, and then like the fifth, he'll know I'm coming back, and apparently he'll wait by the window, which is weird. I don't know how he knows it.
Yeah.
But apparently he knows it. Yeah. Which is cool.
I just got some insider information that Scientology has raised some barricades in front of the org.
How exciting!
Yeah.
Cool.
So, which I find interesting because I have the permit from the municipality. So, I don't know what they are planning.
Well, if they're planners, don't try to remove them.
Yeah, don't try to remove them. Planners. How did they find out? I don't know.
Interesting, Kevin. Thanks for watching us.
Oh, so agents are watching us. I guess
We're not all idiots. Who did I say was an idiot? Oh, I'm happy to have you, Shay. Not everybody's an idiot, just Nicholas.
Yeah, this brother is watching. So let's see how he
But Shay, you're the only one I know and like in this chat at this point. E.T. I like. I know E.T. And all of these people have no idea. Like, some of these people are just asking good questions, so. It's only Nicholas I have a problem with, really. And Mersey Notes I like very much. Hey, Mersey Notes. But it's going to be a different audience than usual. That was their Scientologist, right? I think I saw a name tag. Maybe I was going crazy. Oh, that's LDS. Never mind. I get LDS and Scientologists confused. Like, no, the ones in the name tag are Mormon. Which I guess they have a Mormon church here, unsurprising. It kind of makes sense. You are just part of the problem. Nicholas, where are you coming from? Where's this hatred coming from? I'm just reading my chat. People like, I'm the only one that like, there's sometimes chats have moderators so people control what people say, but I'm the only one that doesn't, so. Oh, nice, respect. But yeah, so did you hear all the craziness? The random things that people say.
I think so.
You get more like the more you get. Yeah. So this is the seor building?
Yeah, so we can go, the two of us, just to check it on the other
Oh,
side.
okay, cool.
We'll be right back.
Wish us luck. Hopefully you make it out alive.
Yeah. So it's in Scientology Sunday service. Everyone is welcome. So they have blocked this. Oh,
So this was just created because they heard there's a protest.
yeah, clearly, yes, clearly.
Wow. Oh, there they are. There's the Scientology sign. Oh yeah, they're not happy.
I will go offline for a little bit. I will call the police.
Okay, because yeah, it's probably not a good thing to do. Somebody's knocking on the shades, bringing those down. Interesting. So this is where they take their classes. Scientology is same way, saying you're gay. Okay, well, thank you, Highland Aussie. Nice job, Dodge Rock. I appreciate it. Yeah, we probably don't have much of an American get tickets because it's too early, but nice to have all the Aussies here. I thought I could hear my audio. I'm sorry, Kevin. I hope you're able to get help for that. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They convince you that they can do everything.
We think it's good, and then we do it. Because we think we are better than the rest.
Anyway, what are they doing?
That's a good question.
Washing the window?
Yeah, like why this? Because the barricade, they don't need that for the barricade.
They are just discussing. They don't do anything.
No, they went out.
Hey, Kirsten, nice to have you.
That's productive.
That's right, Diane. The Brits are here too. You should come to the original scene, Hill Dodge. I was thinking about coming in October. People are saying I should show up in October. So, I will. None of you guys have given me any. I came all the way here. Nobody's given me a single super chat, so I will remember this. I'm kidding. But that would be helpful. Nice to have you back here, Steve. AA. Yeah, I'm glad AA was the thing that really helped. I'm glad you had enough fortitude to be like, all right, I'm going to actually find this source that helps me.
They have hard, but no hard. I don't know.
I'll put my bottles down for a second. I'm in the States at the end of the year to visit everyone. Cool, Kirsty, need to meet you. I'd love to. I'll be probably in the end of the year. I don't know where I'll be, what coast I'll be, but yeah, that'll be cool. In LA, we usually tell them to get back. AMC, their buildings because they aren't allowed outside their buildings. Yeah, I just read Dianetics was accosted by a personality test in a German city. Interesting. Hey, Dodge, watching from Ireland. Hey, Molly, nice to have you. Wow, somebody's up early. I'm from the beautiful Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Cool. People around you don't even like you, just give up. I'm pretty sure they wanted me to come all the way over here. There's a lot of arm twisting stupid, so why don't you do your goddamn research before you throw up on yourself. Watching from Thailand. Thank you, new name. Nice to have you. Nice to have everybody but Nicholas. Gotta love Nicholas. Brits are here too. Cool. Glad the Brits are here too. And we got a journalist here. He was talking with me for a little while.
We really want to like.
I'm getting a little sip of my soda.
It's so funny.
Oh, cool. Is that them?
Yeah, they are them.
How fun.
See the vest.
Cool.
Oh, I think we scared them off.
Yeah. Oh
They
dear.
look like how
Do they wave back at you?
Yeah.
I was wondering, like,
I don't think so.
Oh, bummer.
Where do
Bummer.
I go in and out.
Glad you tried.
I bought the building, so now they must
they're
come.
using that? Oh,
It's ratty. So this is all their.
30 million.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's not money.
It's like a rent control apartment or something.
285
No.
million.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right. People are
You
very.
can look but not film.
Okay. Interesting. Can we, if they go outside, can we film them or no? Wow,
you're
it's
not
really
allowed
that.
to video anyone unless you're from. I don't know what kind of press rules there are in Denmark, but obviously if it's a press,
Yeah, but you
whatever.
can film
Right.
static.
Yes.
Static you
in
can film, not
just
live.
background, whatever,
Yeah.
but not directly film somebody.
I see.
Especially
But they
if
can
you're
be in
going
the
to post
background.
it somewhere.
Right,
It's
okay.
very
Yeah, you can
important.
blur.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
blur it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you can't
Huh.
show anyone's faces unless they actively agree to it.
Okay. Is
You
it?
have to ask us all
Yes.
if it's okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can sue you.
Sure. Well, they can try. I don't, I mean, I wonder what the policy is
It
on that,
was a
though.
joke.
No, I know. But no, they could, though.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the policy is on that. If it's like, if you're a journalist, like you couldn't film them and put it on the local TV news, or you couldn't put it in a
Yeah,
magazine.
they have
But then
a-
if you have a
yes,
YouTube, I don't.
They have permits for filming.
Right, but I assume, like, if you wanted to have a YouTube, if you had a YouTube and you wanted to film people going down the street, like on a busy street, wouldn't you be allowed to do that?
Yeah.
So then, by that logic, couldn't you? What's that? Oh yeah, right.
If you're moving around. So.
Oh sure,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
People make all those comments too. They're like, I'm the worst filmer. It's like I have butterfingers or something. Well, that's the good news. I'm such a bad filmer. I'm not going to get them anyway, even if I tried.
It's just going to be blurred.
Yeah,
In the
right.
background. Yeah.
That makes it more authentic, though.
Right. Yeah. So interesting. So,
Yeah.
well, be careful certainly.
Yeah. Good.
Do they have cameras?
But their outfits are so
Oh, sure they
stylish.
do.
Like I got to get their outfits.
Somewhere with the camera. Or they're maybe gonna. They're going to maybe. This is quite a new
Yeah.
acquisition.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they put all the measurements in place yet.
Or it doesn't look like that.
No.
Are they sneakily disguised camera or something
No,
else?
I don't think so. Because this is a very new purchase.
Yeah.
So is this whole building them?
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. And it's quite large in the back too.
Okay.
I don't know how large it is, but
What-
You can
Yeah, I
see
think
it in Google. On Google.
Yeah, you can see it on
Google. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I actually follow a guy on Instagram who takes pictures from the sky
Oh,
of
cool.
Copenhagen.
Oh, interesting.
So I could actually try and see if I
Oh,
can
cool.
find one of them.
How fun. Yeah.
And you have
Interesting.
what is her name? Journey in Australia.
T?
No, Journey. 220.
Oh, the journey. She's
Nice hard
He
back of all of them.
has mapped all the orbs.
Oh wow. Oh cool. Good for that YouTuber. Cool.
Yeah.
So she has mapped all over the world. Africa.
Wow. Okay. Like map as in like they can like seeing what the interior looks like and everything, or just kind of where they
more
are.
exteriors, I
Right.
think.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the locations of them. I'm
The locations of
and if they're an
them.
org or a
Right.
class 5 or
Okay.
Narcanon or they never
think it's-
opened or they're just a run down empty building.
I think her name
Very
is
much right.
Journey 220.
That's a good point. Right. What is there to see? It's just going to be
Well,
empty.
when you think of
Right.
Narcanon in Ireland is, I don't know how many millions they spent renovating it, but they never opened it
Right.
because the
Okay.
local said, "Fuck off."
Respect. So are they banned in Ireland? Or are they still allowed at least?
They are allowed, but they're recognised as a
We have
pretty
an
much
update.
as a cult.
So
Interesting. Good.
I talked to Copenhagen police, who said that is a company that is doing this work. I mean, it seems like they're just moving the lift up and down. Over there at the moment. They're not doing anything. But he said it sounds like a coincidence. I said it most definitely is not a coincidence. But basically, right now they're not going to do anything. So he said, just go on the other side of the street and get your words out. So we'll just go on the other side of the street. It's fine.
Follow
Where?
the instructions.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we just follow the
Okay.
instructions. We go on the other side of the street there because
Yeah.
this construction is ending right here at the end of this building, basically.
Yeah.
So we'll just move on the other side of the building. That's fine. I find it quite dangerous that the Scientologists are still willingly going there.
I know.
There was so clearly this was.
Save the seor children.
They have an entrance right here, so they should be able to go in there.
All right.
Okay. So
Here she is.
yeah.
because
Interesting. Okay. The
So we
journey
can either,
20.
like,
Oh,
stay
the
here,
journey
or we can go to the
2020.
other side
Cool.
of the street. It's
Mapping
up
all
to
the. See, interesting. Okay. Cool. I
How's
appreciate
the
that.
feeling? Do you want to stay here or do you want to go on the other side of the building?
I think we can go on the other side
Yeah,
just for a
check
while.
it out.
Yeah.
Why not?
Go back
Yeah.
and forth. If you want to.
Yeah. Anna, thank you very much. Send me $50. That's
There's
very
a
sweet.
bicycle.
Pardon me. That's very kind, Anne. Thank you. Anne's been a big supporter. Dodge always keep me say thank you, Mary. Yeah, we got the police moving us every which way. Thank you, Jody. Nice to have you. Thank you very much, Anne, for the super chat, and thank you, the ZCS, too, as well. It's very kind. A bunch of liberal. Okay. Yeah, well, you're right about that, Nicholas. Scientology is a grooming cult. Yeah. It's the Journey 2020. I guess you know them. Who's pressing Scientology in the TRC? Denmarkians are avid cyclists. They very much are.
Yeah, yes.
Well, from Seattle, second generation team. They could highlight this event. You're welcome. Thanks for the support. All right, great. Alright, everybody look like they're related. That's funny. I'll just look white, but which means related. Brussels bureaucrats broke Europe. Interesting. I didn't know they had anything in Brussels, unless you're talking about the Brussels with the global market and everything, the EU. But that's a different conversation, I suppose. She smells like haggis. I don't know what you're talking about. Europe is growing up very slowly. It takes a long time. I think they call it hysteria, Stiglitz, perhaps.
So you get a good look of the building from
Yeah.
Yes. So this building where you can see the blue sign there, this was the original
No, man, I don't know. Open face sandwiches.
EU building. And the other red brick building is the one they have just bought for a little under 200 million Danish kroners. Like $30 million.
Wait, they bought the whole building for $30 million?
Yeah, this one. Yes.
That seems very cheap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Used to LA price.
Yeah, right. Well, this is prime real estate in like the middle of Copenhagen, and
It is.
yeah,
Beautiful building.
it is right, beautiful and historic. Yeah. That's quite the steal.
Yeah, but they even put like Scientology like right there to his entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I love that it's next to something that says erotic worlds, but I guess it's not the shop. It's just an ad.
Yeah, like if you
No.
ask people in Copenhagen, it's completely foreign.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Interesting. So I guess it's that's where all the seorgs like take the classes, I suppose, and do auditing, whatever.
That's where you get
Interesting.
the Cino secrets.
Up to
Cool.
OT5.
Exciting. Oh, so only you said up to OT5.
Up to OT5,
Okay.
then you go to Clearwater after.
Right. Okay. Then you have to go. Oh, that's expensive. You think they just say screw it? You could do, but I guess so few people get there. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like I wonder what the percentage is of people
The
who make.
sea organization people, they are not going to Clearwater, Florida to do their OT levels.
No.
They are staying
right.
at this level the
Yes.
whole time. Yeah.
Right. So, but you can do up to OT5. Cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just say like, hey, I have a meeting with you guys. I'm on OT4. And I'm supposed to be taking OT5. Here's the signature from the.
So that happened.
Oh,
So,
really? That's
yeah.
awesome.
So basically, you know the OT3 material that is readily available now
Sure.
for everyone online. That was stolen from Copenhagen
Oh.
by ex-Scientologists who dressed up in their attire, sea organization.
Oh, really?
Yes, in the 80s,
That's cool.
in their sea organization attire, they went in the building, demanded to see the material, and they walked out with it. So you can thank Scientology Denmark. That the
That's
OT
huge. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
big.
Please
That's,
let's be mindful of where we're standing.
Yes.
I will say, it'd be tough for DOA to be here right now. As much as I appreciate some of his efforts. Huh, so there you go. There's my answer. Interesting. Alright, so when Judge and Joy is looking after dog. He's at somebody's house. That's the saddest part.
We can have some break.
Dog looks after dog. I like that. What is Scientology? Well, it's if you want to empower yourself.
Yeah. Did you see
If
the
you want to clear
erotic
your
world,
mind. Yeah, I saw that. It was great neighbors. That was fun. If you want to empower your minds, if you want to understand like the origin of humanity, if you want to understand that there is this great man who served valiantly in World War II and traveled and discovered all of the world's answers, and we have him to thank for Top Gun. That is what Scientology is. It's a great organization, and what's great is like you have these internships where you don't even have to pay them to work for them 12 hours a day. They pay you $30 a week, $40 a week sometimes. So it's a great organization. I'm kidding. It's a horrible cult that is under investigation for child labor trafficking and covering up child sex abuse and confiscating people's passports. And I was a TV news anchor that got fired by my local TV news station because I was talking about Lisa Marie Presley after she died. Before she died, she's preparing to testify against Danny Masterson, who was the dude from that 70s show who got found guilty of rape. And I said she had a lot of courage because Lisa Marie was a Scientologist and she was going to get a lot of blowback, but that should be noted in her legacy. Like, that was pretty ballsy. And then the Scientology threatened to sue my station unless they fired me. And then I went on this journey. How about that? Hopefully that's a good answer, Arif Khan. I'm sure they're quite aware if Scott is at the OSA headquarters in Denmark. I bet they know about him. Wonder if ripping those down, those barricades, it might be. It's a felony. DOA dream honeymoon will be the hate crimes. I understand, though, am I not entertained? I mean, I think it's good we're protesting. We got them to react. And we've got the spokesperson to come out and get the police to strengthen her position. But I mean, DOA here would be a lot more like people would be starting to do crazy shit. It'd be more fun to film, quite frankly. But you know.
And they are claiming that they are not.
Thank you, Live, Laugh, Love. I appreciate that. DOA is a permanent ring around his butt from Poop Bucket. Yeah. Last time I saw you was in Vegas twerking. Yeah, that's I didn't even go live. That's the last time I was recorded live. They're cults. Don't go in. All right, good, cool. They're evil, Scientology. Knock, knock. Who's there? Xenu. Xenu, who is Xenu? You've taken all your money, excommunicated you from your family. Word. Stroget. Smorgas. Klugen. Florgan. Sporgan. Even the trolls are up early. DOA's clowns the salty rider. A lot of viewpoints about him.
There are people there that
I think Marilyn Honig is the leader of the movement. I can't even say that seriously. Stroget. DOA dream honeymoon will be the Hague for Christ. Well, that's fair. Not the best smell in the world. But yes, made it to Denmark. Thank you for the super chats for the people who are giving.
Okay, so you
How
can
you
see
doing?
a little bit. Hi.
Hey.
You can see a little bit of what the size of the building is.
Interesting.
It's actually quite large. So there's.
Sorry, I'm like filming your phone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So there's the original building here.
Okay.
This is where we're standing here, and then the other building that they've just bought as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you can see the top and everything. And
Yes.
interesting, they have this kind of hollow thing in the middle. It's like a little courtyard.
Yes, exactly.
I wonder if they're allowed
And this one
outside
is-
ever. It's like
I'm
a prison.
sure,
Like, all right,
if
come
they
play.
have to go between the buildings and maybe they go out for a cigarette break or something.
Yeah, right.
you know.
At least they're still allowed to smoke cigarettes. It's the one freedom they have. Not quite yet, but thank you. I had a very big breakfast.
I brought you like.
Well, that's really sweet. Thank you.
Bread and
Oh,
bread
wow.
And cheese.
Oh, really? Well, thank you. Well,
I specifically thought of you.
That's so nice. Thank you.
The breakfast buffet, but.
Oh, that's so sweet. I appreciate that. Well, I always get hungry late at night and I forget to buy food. So I'll take this.
I'll have one.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
No, thank you. Jesus.
Perfect nails, yeah. Among other perfect things. Courtyards are allowed to light in the.
On my nuts?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You want my nuts?
Yeah, sure. Mind if I take one, even though I have my whole
I would
thing?
assume that it's salty, but
So it's quite sweet.
And what do you think about that?
Delicious.
Delicious nuts.
I like it.
There you go. There you go.
They're sweet, but not like obnoxiously sweet.
Excellent.
It's a difference between like European and American candy.
Sure.
It's not like overwhelming me.
Yeah, slightly subtle.
Yeah, subtle, exactly, precisely.
Do you remember that song?
Like your chat. I'm just kidding.
No, I love that. Here, I better say hi to them.
Yeah, well, do say hi to me because the chat, my chat. There's one dude in the chat saying everybody here hates me. It's obviously they don't, but it's hilarious. So prove like she's a fan. Kirby's mom is a fan. She helped get me out. Trillion said they think you're a lower class American. LOL. But
I'm here to support Josh.
I appreciate that. You've been a big supporter, and I haven't asked for how did the other thing I want to ask people who have been involved. Also, like, how did you get for people who are not involved? How do you get interested in? For sure. And then I want to ask you about how you got involved. You too. How do you get involved in like in watching everything and like what brought you to actually protest?
Another matter.
Yeah.
Well,
She's asking, why did you have to sign it again? The billionaire.
there's a lot of different things that come together, right? Like your experiences and what makes you sit around, laying around, watching YouTube all day.
Right.
But, my friend's brother was in Scientology, and he lost everything.
Oh wow. Okay, so you have a little bit of personal connection.
Yeah. They lost the house, the car, everything.
Wow.
The daughter was separated.
Oh my God.
They actually got out. Kind of hard. They moved them to Toronto from Montreal because the family was concerned, and but eventually to get out was very difficult because when he wanted to go out, she didn't want to go, and then they had a daughter, and so on. Eventually they got out, and but like to this day they still call people in the family to see where they are and everything.
Even now, wow.
Yeah, like it's like over 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had an experience with a fundamentalist sect myself in Vancouver, but that was just, just a little
interesting.
A little bit similar in that the sense of the kind of. I'm not too sure where to look.
It's interesting.
The fear of the fear, like the fear of the craziness.
Right. What cult was it?
It was like a born again Baptist.
Interesting. Okay.
Fundamentalist.
Gotta love the Baptists. Yeah.
Self-created family that created.
Cool. Wow.
Sect.
And so your brother's friend lost everything, and what was the moment he was just like, actually, this is kind of dumb. Whoops.
I'm not really too sure exactly if there was any one particular thing or anything like that.
Makes sense. Jody Q says hi to you, by the way. You got your friends here.
I have at least probably 4 or 5 people in there.
Yeah, Haggis Basher also says big hugs to Kirby's mom.
Haggis, want to
They blocked the house.
Oh, yeah.
I have Kirby with me.
Forever and always.
Yeah.
I admire you. I admire you for coming out, especially after everything that happened.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of a distraction too.
Yeah.
Because like when I go home, it'll be.
Yeah.
Big time. But it's
I can't imagine. Yeah. You gave him a great life. You rescued him. You know, I mean, it is interesting to think like if you don't rescue them, their life would be like half, not even half as short, more than that, like shorter than that. Like they would have lived maybe another year. So now, an additional 12, 13. You know.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, of course. Well, it shows the great care you gave. Very good care, and like dogs don't live like that unless they're like deeply loved. That's like the big ingredient. Yeah, it's a nice age. I mean, it's never a nice age to go, obviously, but it's older than than if they were much younger and they're on their own.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, of course. Well,
and
you're a good example. Thank you. It's something I worry about every day. You know, it's like he's sick. He's my first. I never had a dog before, so he's my first ever dog. So I'm always so nervous.
Yeah.
Like what's and he's like fat too, so I was getting nervous. Like, is he gonna like? Thank you for saying that. Thank you. He's probably needs to lose some weight, but I don't think he says like fat as people say. Yeah, we all do, right? But I always worry is that going to take a year off his life or 2 years off his life, and it's a fear. But then he gets a lot of exercise. He gains and loses weight in weight, so it's like if it's cold, he'll lose a lot of weight, and then he'll exercise. Oh, we got somebody going in. Cool. Oh yeah, right. Not even the back.
This isn't the
Bummer.
This is the first time I was on a YouTube, like with my face.
Oh, cool.
In your
Sorry.
chat.
Oh, I hope I wasn't.
No, not at all.
Oh,
not at
okay.
all. I'm just saying.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well, I'm glad they got to see you. They recognize you too. Oh, Miguel says hello too. He says, "Is that Kirby's mom?" You got a lot of fans. Yeah, you got some. Thank you, Scott. Says dog isn't fat. He's just big bones. Oh, Kelly's here. You know the protester Kelly. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, in fact, from Sacramento, exactly. Kirby's mom says hi to Kelly. She says, I have to sleep. That's okay. This is fucking amazing. Hi, you chatters, Dodge. And Kirby's mom, she says. She says hi to you back. Will you have time to be a tourist? Yes. I went to this mermaid statue already. Tivoli Gardens, I will check. Uh-oh. There you go. I have an extra day here. And then I was here yesterday, all day yesterday, too. Wow, you're quite the story, though. Thank you. That was interesting.
Thank you, George.
Yeah, of course.
And then when I started watching YouTube, but I was actually I had some traumatic loss, so I was laying around watching YouTube videos all day.
That makes sense.
So went from LawTube really, from the
Cool.
Johnny Depp trial.
Oh yeah, that was the whole scene. Yeah.
So it was all about that.
Okay.
And all the LawTubers.
Right.
And then from there.
Interesting. Okay. So I can see why you're a fan of mine then, because that's the sort of the thing that I do. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love it.
Who was the first person you started watching? Was it Aaron or somebody else? Or any Danish royals in Scientology? Good question. I don't think so. Thank God.
Exactly. But the main person that I really got excited about watching was DOA.
Cool. Interesting. Cool. Well, there. The case in point. Everybody says he's never inspired anybody to join or whatever, but it sounds like he has. So there's your proof right there.
Inspiration from me.
Yeah. Dinner looked good last night. I didn't know that.
And that's for DOA actually. I don't know if anybody.
That's for what?
This is for DOA.
This is for DOA? Well, oh, why? Because he ties his hair?
No, the plait. Like
The plait?
the braid.
What, is that like a DOA thing?
Yeah, well, and Laura, someone will know.
Yeah, I don't know what reference you're talking about, but
Someone in your chat.
do they
will know.
braid their hair? I didn't know that. Do they have dreads? I don't even know. DOA is dreads. I'm kidding. Spreading a false rumor. Yeah. If any of you know what she's talking about, let me know. But that was for DOA apparently. I'm never going to braid my hair. Interesting. I like it.
I like them too.
Pretty cool. Just get a little drafty. And I haven't asked you, how did you get interested in the anti-Scientology view?
Well, I listened to Leah Remini's podcast,
Cool.
Fair Game.
Oh yeah, right. I remember that from
And,
yesterday.
yes, and I really got into it, and from there I learned about growing up in Scientology with Aaron, and I started watching his channel, and from there it just sort of grew into an interest in the anti-Scientology movement.
Awesome.
And then I was racking my brain trying to figure out what can I do, because I know that there's a huge organization right here in Copenhagen.
Right,
where I
so it's
live.
like sheer coincidence. Interesting.
Yes,
Huh,
yeah, exactly. And it's not like I didn't know about Scientology before, but I didn't know that the main organization for Europe was here.
Right, I know.
So I thought there must be something that somebody can do. And I was trying to rack my brain for months and trying to figure out what can I do as one little person. And then thankfully I found out that Miriam at Scientology Up North was doing some protesting, and I contacted her. And then here we are.
Oh, is this your first protest?
No, second.
Cool,
We did
okay.
one on Halloween as well.
Interesting, cool.
Yep, it was really fun.
Wow.
So we've just tried to do as much as we can, here and there, sending emails to people and different things. So I'm trying to do something.
That's really cool. It's really cool to see like just people who watch it and actually get inspired to actually like put in the effort and show up, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
You know.
It does feel good to make a difference.
Yeah,
Anything,
I appreciate that.
So very important if you can.
Yeah. But that's cool. It's interesting to hear all the stories. So sometimes it's like they know somebody, or we're in, and sometimes it's just like out of thin air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which and I never I guess I was into it because the protest movement, because I would have shown up when I was in New York, because Scientology had still has a big headquarters in Times Square. But there were never any, there was Anonymous in the 2000s, but before YouTube and after the anonymous, there weren't that many protests. Well, take care. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And I guess they would have protested, but before 2022, there wasn't. I don't think there were that many people protesting.
No.
Yeah.
Probably not in great numbers like this.
No.
I started listening to the podcast in actually the spring of 23, so it's 2 years ago exactly.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Whoops. Made a big mess. Oh well. Hopefully Scientology won't sue.
Yeah, so it's 2 years exactly since I,
Cool.
was getting into any of it. So yeah, and I really appreciate all the SPs around the world.
And just a fun question. Not that you have to answer, but do you still watch Aaron? Do you refuse to watch Aaron? Do you like DOA? Do you think he's been crazy too? Just as like somebody who rans or like not directly involved, outsider perspective.
There are definitely certain things that have happened that have been controversial.
Yeah.
And I try to stay out of the drama as much
I
as
admire
possible.
that. Yeah.
So I can't really comment on who I'm watching and who I'm
I don't blame
watching
you.
necessarily.
Sure,
But,
I get that.
I just have to go with what my heart tells me, and
Respect.
it's telling me to stay out of the drama, definitely.
That's a policy that I made.
I
Like,
care about the movement. I don't care about any of the
That's what it should be.
squabbles in
Yeah.
between everybody.
Respect.
Yeah, so I
Respect.
want everybody to be treated fairly, because that's exactly why we're here. So yeah.
that was my feeling too. Is like at the end of the day, both have protested. Like you can refuse to watch them or have a lot of big issues, but at the end of the day, it's always good when more people encourage more protesting.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
And if they increase the numbers on either side for people who want to protest the cult, then that should be the main point. And there's a lot of consternation. That's another reason why I went here, to kind of prove that there's still a movement and that it's alive and well, because there's so much consternation on the ground that it's sort of devolved into a soap opera like situation.
Yes. No, I find the internal drama very tiresome.
Yeah.
And I think it's sad. People are people. We can't always get along all the time, everyone. But I really wish we could.
Right, that'd be nice.
So I just wish the best for everyone and everyone in the movement, and I hope they find peace within themselves, so that everyone is treated fairly.
Well put.
Yeah.
My chat has been saying very eloquently put as well.
Great, thank you. Thank you
So
very much.
they a lot of people agree with you.
Thank you.
Completely. But yeah, no, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise it just turns into another Scientology-like.
That's the thing. You don't want it to be the same. Yeah, right. You don't want like, okay, now they follow this leader and they're always right. It's like that sounds very like uncannily similar to L. Ron Hubbard.
Exactly. So that's what we're trying to not go that way.
But that's why I also wanted to come here, just to say, because there is like, there's no protest movement whatsoever, and like all around there is.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to highlight that and kind of focus on like that's the intention of, the drama, like. It's entertaining. Like I enjoy it. It's like popcorn. Like I'll have a big bag of popcorn to like watch Tron. But I unfortunately, at the yes, right. So this is a Real Housewives. That's hilarious, right? And I like to watch the Real. And then you get to be the drama, which is even more fun. But then I'm like, all right, I have to peel away. And I even said like I'm not going live because I got too sucked into it. And like, I think X, Y about Aaron or DOA or whatever. And then I realized it's just like all like it's mindless chatter at the end of the day. And it is fun to watch. Like it's like, this is fun content. And even either of them, if like Aaron screaming at Nora or Nora screaming at Aaron, like it's fun. Like I enjoy watching it. But at the end of the day, it's like this should be the focus. And that's why I'm like, all right, I'm not really going live to just talk about it because there's not that much of a point to it. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad a lot of people are here.
I'm very glad I'm here too.
Yeah, no, it's important. And then you have a whole story, obviously. And how long have you been out now? Are you relatively recent or not recently out?
Not that recent, no.
Right, for like a half a decade or longer?
I left the seor in November 2001.
Oh wow, okay, cool.
And I left Scientology like 2017.
Oh, I remember we were talking about dinner. You were there right when 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
Right? And what did they say about that?
It was our fault.
Probably my favorite tidbit.
Use those those words, right? But there was like this missive from David Miscavage that was like, you guys, this is what happens when you're not clearing the planet fast enough. And I took it quite literally as
Right. Well, of course, because you're not clearing the planet.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then we got a lot of punishment.
Wow. Okay. And that didn't cause you to leave yet. Well, because that was right in the precipice, right? Interesting. So you had some independent. Okay.
I mean, so you know, the seor schedule is already like 16 hours of work a day.
Right.
And then on top of that, we were being punished with extra manual labor after.
Oh wow!
It's
It's used as an excuse, kind of.
Because of 9/11.
Wow.
So.
Wow. They're like, oh, 9/11 happened. Let's give them more work. Like now we have wild.
So after about 2 months of consistent extra punishment, extra hard labor, after our 16-hour schedule, I had enough, and that's when I left.
Would you like when that happened? Would you talk independently with them and whisper, being like, "Doesn't this seem kind of stupid, or is it interesting?"
No.
So you couldn't. You can even do that. Like you would get like,
even do that.
right?
You
Because somebody would
could
tattle. Right.
roast it. Yeah.
Right.
That would.
Right. So it was completely like you thinking by yourself.
Yeah.
There's something weird. Respect. It shows a lot of fortitude.
Actually, my thought was I wasn't good enough because I couldn't handle the pressure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I have to leave the seor.
Hopefully you realize now
and be
you're
a
too good,
Scientologist
but, yeah.
Because I'm obviously not cut out for the seor. That's what I thought. I
Wow.
thought I was a horrible,
Oof.
disgusting, degraded being because I couldn't handle the pressure of the seor.
And then did you let the see, or were you like, I'm done with Scientology, or were you like, interesting?
I was still a Scientologist, because my whole family is Scientologists. And I went to live with my grandmother, and she's a Scientologist. She was a Scientologist. And, you know, I paid off my $300 bill. So
you paid it. Oh, wow.
yeah. I mean, I had fully intended on being an active Scientologist, but I never did my ethics program. I paid off my bill, but I never did my ethics program to be back in good standing.
Okay.
And I kind of just drifted away. And then some things happened, and I got like triggered, and I started having nightmares about seor.
Wow.
You know, like 15 years later, I
Whoa.
started having nightmares of being back there and being stuck and not being able to get out.
That's so scary.
And I was like,
waking up cold sweat.
what's going on?
Yeah.
And then that's when I found out about what a cult is. And then I
Interesting.
was like, oh, it was a cult. I was in a cult, and that's when I left.
Wow. So there's like almost a light bulb moment where you're
Yeah,
like,
it was.
why is this
It was
happening?
very weird. It was,
Right.
Yeah.
Because I guess at that point you were still a Scientologist.
Yeah, I still believe
So
that.
right, it's like you'd have those nightmares. Like, why is this negative in a sense?
Yeah,
Or like, right.
But like, yeah, and the nightmares were, and I was always like, they freaked me out, you know. And
Right.
In my nightmares, I felt trapped,
Right.
and in prison, and like no freedom. And I also dreamt of like my daughter going into the Sea Org, and I couldn't get her out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just, yeah, it got really bad. And then I was talking to my boyfriend, and he was like, you know, there's this help group for people who have been in cults. And I was like, why would I need that? I'm not in a cult. And
Right.
he's like, well, you know,
There's some
maybe just
similarities.
go and check it out.
Right.
And I went there to check it out to prove to him that Scientology is not a cult. And then I called him right after, and I was like, I'm in a cult. And he was like, yeah, I know. And I was like,
Good on him for like pushing you
Yeah.
gently in that direction, though. It's like sometimes it takes that one outside influence
Yeah.
that it makes all the difference.
So then I was just like, oh,
Cool.
okay, I'm in a cult. And then,
Yeah.
and then the whole deconstruction. I mean, it was a messy number of years.
Okay, so it's a multi-year process.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like all this is ridiculous all at once.
No, because even if you come to the realization, oh, this is just bullshit,
Right.
you have to unpack everything. I had also, out of trauma probably, I had created a whole different story of my childhood.
Wow.
That I had been, so like I had packed up the childhood trauma into like a little box in my mind.
Right.
And I had a whole different story that had parallels, but would explain it from the outside world without using any Scientology, anything,
Right.
right? Like I always said that I went to a private boarding school,
Right.
private military boarding school.
Right. So ultra strict.
Yeah, so-
right.
And I,
Well, I guess other
said,
people
like,
would do.
Oh, I dropped out of high school, and then I had to, you know, get a job. So, like I had a whole different parallel childhood, and I had been telling that for so long as well. But when I realized it was cult, then I had to unpack. Oh, everything, yeah. And then you also, even when you do that and you go, okay, I know this, but like so many things are, you're programmed to think certain ways.
Or you don't even have the vocabulary for it. Like you don't even know self-respect or like
Yeah.
self-care. Or like yeah.
a blessing for me was I moved to Sweden from the sea. So I was speaking Swedish. And I don't know the Scientology words in Swedish. So I was learning the new vocabulary the whole time.
How interesting. So that was like a big bridge to freedom, ironically.
Yeah. So, but yeah, then, you know, a lot of education. I read up a lot about cults and cult mechanisms and stuff like that. I read Hassan's book. I'm reading Yanni's knowledge. And there's a lot of, you know, deprogramming. Like, why do I react? Like, you really have to dig through it. And each person had. Yeah, it's not a fun process.
No.
It's very destabilizing as well. You get very vulnerable when you like realizing everything you thought you knew was a lie, and then you have to rebuild yourself from the ground up.
Right. It's like you have to create a new person almost.
You have to. Yeah. But you also can't just like I did previously, where I created a different storyline. You can't just create a new person from scratch. You have to integrate who you are now and own your story and use that to build on.
Right. Interesting.
So everything that is being
right, but then it's like and you have to find like other things that give you pride or like that give you meaning. And it's like, what's that source of meaning now that
what's the purpose of life?
Right.
What's the reason? Why am I here?
Right.
Like you have to like go.
It's like 10 times deeper.
Yeah, you have to kind of have a lot of existential breakdowns.
Yeah.
To get to a point where like, okay, well, this is just something I was
right.
before. It no longer defines.
Was it therapeutic to like for the? Well, I guess that when you were out, there wasn't YouTube to do anything. There wasn't even the aftermath on TV, I guess, right? So it's a lot scarier. It's like I guess you had the internet, so at least there's information being like this is a cult.
Yeah, I didn't like when I left the seor. I did not Google Scientology.
Really interesting.
Never did.
Wow.
Not until I had woken up and realized it was cult. That was the first time I Googled it. So I had seen Going Clear.
You had seen interesting. Okay, so it's right around Going Clear.
I had like left shortly before. I'm trying to remember the time. I don't remember exactly. But I had only seen it because, like, the reason I watched it was to try to prepare myself for the. Because all my friends were watching it. It was kind of big when it came out, and I had a lot of friends that were watching it and were commenting on it, and I wanted to be prepared to read the comments because some of them knew I had a connection to Scientology.
Right.
So I knew I would get. That's kind of why I watched it to begin with.
And be educated about it.
And be educated, yeah. But yeah. Then I rewatched it after I had realized it was a cult, and it was like a whole different thing.
When you watched it initially, were you like, maybe they're right about that, or was it just like, oh, this is like evil propaganda?
When I watched it initially, I was shocked because I was like, I can't believe this happened, but also it makes total sense that it did.
What's up?
Like I couldn't believe that all the abuse that they
that would actually
but it made sense to me.
Interesting. So it's like it actually checks out. Funny.
At the same
time.
Funny. So I was like, oh, that couldn't happen. Yes, it could have happened. And it didn't. Yeah. Like both those things at the same time. So it was very interesting.
It's a lot to work through. Do you feel like you're like even more now emotionally healthier than like the average person because like you were able to like deprogram yourself from all of that?
No,
interesting. I would say so. I mean, like you go through like something so hardcore, like you have more of like a skepticism and like an ability to view reality than others might have. But.
I think I approach life with curiosity and from a point of trying to understand. And I think the second you think that, I know what life is about and I know all the answers and whatever, then that's probably you're in big trouble.
Right.
Yeah. I would say that's a kind of a red flag if you're like, oh, I'm all cured now.
It's true.
And I know the meaning of life and so like,
right.
Sure?
Still a journey.
Really,
Yeah. Right.
So in Swedish is the saying, man lär sig så länge man lever, which means you learn as long as you're alive. But I have rewritten that meaning, that sentence for myself, and I say, man lever så länge man lär sig, which is you are alive as long as you're learning.
Nice. Nice. I like that. Well, I'm glad you're here. Glad you decided you're. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, you guys convinced me, and that was another thing I just wanted to project. As I was saying earlier, it's like the movement's still very much alive and well. And, yeah. And it seems like at least people in Copenhagen really know that they're pretty kooky.
So I'm assuming that would be
So.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
When I'm trying to hand out my cards, they're like, no, thank you. I'm like, it's protest against Scientology. They're like, oh, okay, then give me one. So.
The automatic. And what do you think? What do they think they're to do in the future? I guess. When did they have their ideal org opening? It wasn't that long ago, right?
Yeah, I don't know when it was, but that was where we started.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, sure. Yeah, I was wondering when they officially opened, like when their opening day was, like 6 months ago or a year ago, or
No, I think it's
even longer.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder what's next in the future. I assume they're not under investigation for anything. Or that's a bummer. Yeah. Nice if they were. Someday. We could dream. Oh, fun. So that's just what they're doing, just like watching the window for no reason. That's cool. Catching out with my chat. A lot of people have been saying hello. They appreciate your story. Yeah. Thank you, Granny. She says I'm a real gem. Appreciate that. Gotta love tea. Show those cards. These ones? They're cool, right? Scan this if you'd like.
It was so warm in the sun.
I know, and now it's like... Let's see, what else was I looking at? Fremantle, I don't know what that means. T used to live in 306. Nobody should dox anybody. Block Edward, I think, if you're doxing somebody. You're in a timeout. Congratulations. Unless I misunderstood that. Dodge is awesome, but you know his chat is the wildest, so always expect the trolls to be dumb as usual. Yep. Tink, where's my super chat? You can yawn as much as you want. Somebody said I was trying to riz with the previous person. They were correct. So, shout out to that person who was very correct. She a paid actress? No. What are you guys even talking about? Dodge is a legend? Thank you. Such a great surprise. Glad you guys think so. I don't care for DOA after he called several of those bad actors. Very true. He has destroyed other protests. I also support people who are kind to Dodge. I appreciate it. I try to take a more circumspect view. Sorry I'm shaking, guys. I'm cold. Some of the trolls wish they had a housewife. What? Yeah, okay. Nora only focuses on Aaron now, though. It's a little much, that's true. Whereas Aaron gets things done. He does videos and protests in Clearwater. It will put Nora in her place. I don't think it's putting her in her place. She only does video about him and Marilyn, etc. Unless Darce... I was trying to start some shit, but it didn't... Nobody wanted to start it with me, so... I watch Aaron, can't stand DOA. I've never subbed him. It's just not interesting. That's fair. I don't like him. I don't care who watches him. Fair, fair, fair. Dude's trying to riz, says Mark. You're correct about that. That's what the Mark is saying is trying to riz. Lots of judgy peeps in here. Yeah, that's what else. The hatred of this chat is real. Yeah, you're right. L. Ron Hubbard, who founded this cult, is beyond delusional, explosive cult. I'm going to go and get a soda, guys, just real quick. Did go and get a soda, probably over there. Do you want anything?
No.
You sure?
Okay, I have a bag.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, I'm thirsty. I'm a soda addict. So get a soda. You want anything? You want a soda?
No, you are still live streaming?
Yeah.
I want to come with you.
Cool, let's do it.
You will live stream until...
Sure, I can mute it though. Or not live stream. Whatever.
We are going home?
Oh, no, I'm not going. I'm just getting a soda. Just buying something to drink. Yeah. Because I'm thirsty.
Oh, you see?
And it's cold.
Who came out? Do you see the old lady?
Yeah.
The short one?
Short?
That's the ethics, one of the biggest MEA.
Ethics officer. Cool.
Yeah.
In the flesh. Wow. So you must have met, like, do you meet all these people?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I was here for a decade.
Right, and quite recently.
In and out, yeah, recently. And I'm still living around, so I know people.
Do they ever say hello when you, like, see them in the protest, or no? They just, like, pretend you don't exist?
Very, very rare time they say hi.
Okay. Speaking of which, there she is. Okay, interesting. So one or two of them will say hello.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But usually they ignore.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
You want us all to go to the 7-Eleven?
Yeah, right. It's over there. Perfect. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Easy peasy. Or you know what? I might even get a fountain soda at Burger King because I have that American habit of needing a fountain soda, which is hard to come by in Europe. And I've been like thirsty all day for a fountain specifically. So now that I see
let's
it.
have a taste.
All right, perfect. I appreciate it. Perfect. Do you ever like feel bad? Like, wow, 2 years later, they're still on that same schedule, living that same life. Like you're kind of free. You could, you know, you have a normal schedule where you can have free time and they're still here.
Yeah, they
3 years later, 2 years later.
Even 10 years later, when I arrived in 2011 to Denmark.
Yeah.
The same people, just like this old lady, you know,
right.
this ethics lady.
Right.
Still around, still doing the same job, you know.
I was always curious when you were doing it. What was your end goal? Was it to go to OTA or was it to have
survive? Literally.
That's all. That's interesting, right?
For me, it was.
There's that much pressure on you, right?
Nothing else.
Right.
Just to survive day by day.
Right.
To not get noticed, you know.
Right. Right.
Because you
keep
will
your
be
head
punished
down.
for
Right.
sure.
Right.
So it was like to F around without
right.
anybody
like
seeing
finding
you.
out. Right.
Kind of.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
And when I realized it's too much for me, the end result was just to get out of this whole situation, this whole organization.
Right. You had to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So gradually I distance myself.
Interesting. Right.
Day by day.
Day by day.
Thought
right.
by thought.
Right. But even so, when you were there's no like ambition. You were never like, oh, I want to be like,
in the
you know, a spokesperson or like a, you know, head of an org. Right. Right. But you don't have that, right? Because it is just survival.
Yeah.
And that like you don't get kicked out forever, or whatever, deprived of this salary that you would get. I was always curious, when you got that tiny salary, what would you usually spend it on a week?
I mean, I'm a smoker, so...
Right. That's funny. Right, you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like cigarettes.
I smoke it away, basically.
Funny.
Right. But it's like just
you
a few
both.
dollars what you get.
Right. Right. Like how much do you get? Like $40? I don't know the translation, obviously, and krona in the US, but...
You get between 50 coronas to 300 coronas.
Which is what, like $20 or something? Right.
So it's like what, $7 to...
Wow.
$35.
Wow, for the whole week. And they give you food at least and whatever.
Sometimes, yes.
Right. Sometimes not. So sometimes, like, will you ever go a day and they just wouldn't give you food?
I mean, look, when in CLO we had only rice.
That was it, right? Okay, interesting.
Like, guys, what is this? You know,
right.
Like we are in the management.
Right. And you were manager, right?
Yeah, that's we are responsible for the whole Europe, and we get only rice. Like, hello. Right.
You'd think they'd be a little more appreciative.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a big deal. Mine should be very quick because I'm just getting a soda. You want a soda or anything?
Yeah, let me
or
try
fries?
it.
Yeah, cool. It's on me.
It's on you? No,
yeah.
It's on me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I was gonna say so. Well, that's very nice. Thank you. You're the one that's been through it. Well, I went through it in a little way, but not like you. And then which is, I guess this is large. Stored is large. Perfect.
Stored is large, yeah.
Awesome. And that's it for me.
And for me?
Yeah, you're trying to get. Oh, whoops.
I don't know. You choose for me.
Oh, okay. What are you?
American, whatever it is.
Okay. Do you want something to eat? Or are you trying something to eat?
No,
or you?
To drink.
Cool. Perfect. We'll do the classic American, which is like a big Coke Zero. And I'm trying to. I guess this is it, right? And then what? Start. Cool. Probably with it. Yeah, probably the port thing. Josh, can you name the people you're with? Yes, this is Elron Hub Cult that I'm with now, who has certainly made his mark and might be bringing back the channel, which we'll all be excited about. But I can understand you as well, just wanting to take a breather and also wanting to get some distance from the interpersonal. This person doesn't like this person, doesn't like this person, doesn't like, and you know, and wait for that to, yeah. I feel the same way, and that's why I said in one of the videos, like, I'll go live if I go to a protest, certainly. But I said but generally I'm not going to go live again, like just talking about things, because it's just, it's, yeah, no point. Right. And the problem is, like, I get it, because in the thick of it, in the peak of it, all the chat would ask you is, what do you think about this and that? You know, what do you think about Aaron said about Gio, or Gio said about Aaron? So there's a lot more than just those two people.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with Scientology.
Right, nothing. Right. Yeah. Nothing whatsoever. And so sometimes it's nice to let that, oh, that's just us. Oh, it should not give us to go, but that's interesting. Or maybe it is.
Yeah, that's good. Can we have it takeaway?
Yeah, is it possible to get it to go?
Oh, okay, because you said that it's eating.
Oh, sorry about that.
Just change it?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I appreciate that. Well, I was taking this, but that looked too good to be true.
I'm sorry, guys.
No problem.
That was my bad.
Anyway, for the next question.
Okay, cool. That worked. They're available. Perfect. I've never seen a fast food place.
Sorry? Should I pay extra for what? I don't know.
Different cup? Okay.
Different cup, yeah. More service.
First time in a fast food place I've seen like a formal, like, dine-in cup. Like a restaurant. It's interesting.
Then you should visit France.
Yeah, okay, they have that? That's funny, okay.
Everything is in plastic.
Oh, really?
Plastic
Interesting. It's plastic. I like it. Thank you. Thanks for doing that.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you. Thanks for the soda. Very nice of you. I needed this. This is like my coffee.
Okay.
There's like not a lot of Americans, but there's just small segment Americans that, like, instead of coffee, they'll have soda in the morning. The Americans are always big on their fountains and like ice, lots of ice. So he's always asked for like extra ice.
All right.
Camera work is crap. Yeah. So he's talking to chat. Camera work is bad because I'm trying to adjust everything. I think we're good now. And I'm curious, like, is there anything on the agenda for Denmark after the Ideal Org opening, or is there? Because they didn't even celebrate. I mean, maybe that was us scaring them away. But did they ever celebrate L. Ron Hubbard's birthday? Did they have a formal celebration?
Yeah.
When was it? When did they have that?
It's an event, somewhere.
Well, right, but
a huge event in one of the locations.
But we don't know which one.
No, we don't, because I didn't see the advertisement, like where it will be.
Yeesh. Huh.
What day, basically. But usually it's on the weekend, like now.
But would it be all inside, or would it be like an outdoor thing too?
No, it's always inside.
Oh, so you wouldn't even know. I see. Oh, okay.
No, you wouldn't even
so it wasn't, I see. So it wasn't like, because like in Chicago, it was an Ideal Org opening, so there were balloons and there was a stage outside, and there's David Miscavage on the stage. So, I was screaming and trying to drown out David Miscavage. I've made some noise, I get thrown away. So I was trying to like drown out Miscavige, but did Copenhagen have an Ideal Org opening that was like that when they opened? No.
When they opened,
yeah,
they had the same setup, the balloon.
They did,
outside.
okay. Did Miscavige show up?
What I heard, yes, because I was in Los Angeles that time.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Been all over.
I became a Scientologist here in Denmark.
Right.
And I was waiting for years to open this Ideal Org.
Funny,
yeah.
Right.
And I became a seor member. They transferred me to Los Angeles. And they opened the Ideal Org when I was there. And I came back a month later and nice.
Funny.
And I heard, David Miscavage was here as well.
Okay, so he actually showed up.
Yeah.
Interesting. When did they open it, like 2 years ago?
No, it was in 17.
Okay, so some time ago.
Yeah.
Interesting. But you were out, did you feel like bummed out that you missed it? Funny.
Yeah. But then when they opened it, and then, I visited after I left the seor and I became a public.
Right.
It was just like another empty building, a huge empty building,
Funny.
like everywhere else.
Right.
In Amsterdam, in Budapest, in Copenhagen, you name it.
And you saw that building, I assume. You went to LA and you went back to Copenhagen. You're still a Scientologist at that point. Were you kind of like, this is bizarre that they just renovated this building, there's nobody here, or was it still not, that light wasn't still in your head yet? Or you thought, okay, it's an empty building, maybe it'll take some time for people to show up and like fill it in.
It's very hard to say because all the years, I wanted to be part of Scientology, but then after I don't, because I saw through the non-optimal or it's the BS basically.
Right.
So I don't know how to answer on this.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean though. It's like it's a lot of different things.
Yeah, because
it's slow.
Yeah, you brainwash yourself day by day.
Yeah.
And then after you need to unwash your brain.
Right.
So get back to normal.
Right. And that's a process.
And that's a process, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's just my opinion. When I see ex-Scientologists, on YouTube or somewhere, and I kind of see like the person is still in the mindset of a Scientologist.
You can tell. Interesting.
Yeah, more or less,
right.
Not totally, but some guys are more out and some guys are more thinking the way of
I think that's the stem of a lot of the YouTube arguments is these former Scientologists who still kind of argue like a Scientologist in a way.
Yeah.
Or so set in their ways and kind of view the divine principle of how they're correct, or the bigger picture principle,
Yeah, but there is no bigger picture. There is no, the picture is to get rid of Scientology. That's the huge picture.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
And how we do it, if we do a Paulette Cooper example, then we do that. Is it wrong, right? Who knows, You never know.
Yeah. So, look what happened, right.
Yeah. Now we just protest. Now
we do it.
Yeah, the restraining order case, we watch out to get it. So it's like, is it right? I don't know. I can do this.
Right.
Do you have a better idea? Then let me know.
Right.
Or do your thing. I don't know. It's just...
Well, I mean, we got them to use their resources to protect themselves from us. So
yeah,
mission accomplished. And that's what you can do when you create that aesthetic. Like right now, people can't really go in and out. So,
it's so weird.
Yeah. And that's because of what you're doing. So, say there's no effect. I mean, everybody says, well, why aren't, if you were protesting, they'd be in jail. That, us protesting has nothing to do with them being in jail. That's really convincing the law and trying to get it to the right person and try to indict the right person. And of course, once that happens, there's a hope that it'll fall or just diminish or fracture. But, you have to wait for Miscavage to be in jail or, who knows, someday, hopefully that'll come. But,
I hope so.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's been effective because it's been so diminished. And they seem to be losing 10% a year.
Yeah.
So it's been even stronger since the protest. So people have been seeing this on YouTube. And that's just because you don't directly see it, doesn't mean that people are, it doesn't mean that it's not stopping people from leaving or not joining in the first place.
Right.
And the fact that the numbers are plummeting even more quickly than they used to in the past, I think shows there's a point to all of this. But that's why I'm glad you're here. It's interesting because that's a conversation you'll say there's protest movement is dead, it never did anything. Well, what,
It's not that, no.
No.
And the protest movement is very good from Scientologist viewpoint who wants to leave Scientology.
Yes, very, right.
Because when I was stuck in these buildings, around Copenhagen, I never saw any protest or anything, and I wished for something, a sign like, how can I get out of this situation,
Right.
And now they can, they can just come to us and say, hey, dude, can you help me? Yes, come. Now we are leaving right now.
Right.
And it's a relief for them who wants to leave,
Right. Right.
That's my viewpoint. Nothing else.
No, I like that. I want to say hello, see what I want to make sure. Are they planning to go into another location? Or are we camping out here? Because I know it was the first one. Did she say we're going to a third?
Oh, we can go to, Norland Hotel.
Okay, interesting. Cool.
Which is closed, or the Corona Hotel that I live also. so far.
That might be fun.
Yeah. The rest are very far away. So
Right,
we need to
okay.
travel. It takes
Sure.
a long time.
Middle of nowhere. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you.
I mean, I appreciate
inviting
you
me.
to show
Of course,
up. Like,
yeah.
It's a huge thing, you know.
Thank you. It's very nice. Yeah, made life easy because my mom lives in Rome, so she's in Rome 6 months a year, so she paid for the flight, which is nice, the hotel.
Yeah,
So,
Whatever.
but yeah, long flight though was especially from LA. New York would have been easier. That's where I usually am based, but been LA because of all these trials and their restraining orders and all that happening over there. That's where it's the thing that's most annoying because I'm traveling. Is LA so expensive? I wish the headquarters of Scientology were in like Cincinnati or Cleveland or
cheaper.
Yeah, it'd be so much cheaper. And it's just that city is so expensive, and not even like it's pretty in its way, but not really. But that's why I want an excuse. I want an excuse to go to like nicer places, and enjoy it a little more outside of only LA. So this is a nice excuse to be able to see a beautiful city and have a change of pace, which is nice. So that's why I think I'll try to go to Puerto Rico next. I guess there's an org opening in Puerto Rico, which will be cool. Yeah. So a big org. I don't know if they have protesters down in Puerto Rico or not though, where they're trying to do anything with it, but I hope so. Or maybe I'll try to organize something. And then I want to do the one in England too, which I guess will be hoping to lose everybody. Oh, they're still there. Cool. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Perfect. Like, oh, where'd they all go? It is colder here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Or,
Okay.
got a fountain soda.
I will give the reins to you and Mr. Hopcoat, and there's going to be a couple of ladies going for coffee, and Kent will come with us. So,
Okay.
Is that okay?
Sure.
You got your
Wanna
ice?
go for it? Yeah. I got my fountain soda.
Americans like ice with soda, not the other way around. Oh. You're going to be in charge of people. Because I will leave my live on here, and we will go get some coffee. And Ken will come with us.
Catch up with the chat. Don't know what any of you were saying.
The man known formally as
Yeah, Trillion, you are obnoxious, aren't you, man? I'm just looking at the stream. You're lucky I'm not blocking you, dude. Hey, what's up?
This is my first live stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow, so you made it. You got enough subs to live stream.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys, subscribe. What is your full YouTube name? Is it just Kirby's Mom?
It's at Kirby's Mom.
At Kirby's Mom,
It's
cool.
capital K,
Cool.
no apostrophe.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Joe's saying hi.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Nice to have you.
Yes, that's Dodge. It's the Dodge Ransom.
Thanks for your interest.
Comment below.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Subscribe to Kirby's Mom. Congratulations. I'm glad you went live.
Thank you, Dodge. I got encouragement from Elron Hubco.
She's done some good work, yeah. He definitely has.
And guys, I did speak to Dodge briefly.
Thank you so much for
Kind
coming.
of
We are going
briefly,
to
I
be
guess,
back
on his
in
channel. So hopefully it wasn't too.
No, it's really interesting. I appreciate it. You have a personal story.
Yeah, thank you, Dodge. Dodge is really nice.
Well, you are too. Thank you. Likewise.
I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that.
Of course. No, I appreciate all your support. Because no, I do. Because some people in my chat's open, so some people in my chat are very annoying and consistently critical. So it's nice to have. Like you've always been very supportive, no matter what. And that's very meaningful because half of your chat is like, "How dare you say something about that person or that person? I hate you. Unsubscribe. Yada 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 yada."
Well, I know I did see you on one of your streams saying that you're not going to live. At least at present, you're not.
Yeah. It's just not worth it because it's like a call. It's like the DOA or Aaron call, and it's just like I'm not. I don't think any of them are like Christ-like, and people just hate it if I objectively if I talk about the topic. People hate it if I objectively analyze each individual act apart from. I want to hate them, so therefore I'll interpret every action as evil because it already confirms a bias that I already have. There's no room there's no room for you to just simply say, I appreciate their work. They've also, in my opinion, both of them have had reprehensible behavior and have done damage. And both of them have done excellent work. And that's, I've learned that that's unacceptable. You can't hold on to subscribers if you have that objective point of view and if you really have two minds. So I'm just not talking about it anymore. It's just not worth it because people pull you in and it's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just stressful to me. It's too annoying and stressful. Yeah, you're right. And the annoying thing is like that answering the chat, it's not answering the chat that I'm worried about. It's a broader, you lose subscribers either way. So it's just not productive.
What I think is that you have I was saying to my chat that you have a very nice, I like your kind of way.
Thank you.
Which I think is kind of nice for if you were interviewing someone as well. But you have a kind of like the guy next door, the guy you
I
went to
appreciate
school
that.
with.
Yeah, I'll try to be
I feel like
approachable.
that's in a way,
Thank you.
Maybe the guy, like you went to school with, you sat in the classroom and you made jokes.
Yeah, that's definitely me. Yeah.
So
I was a
I
jokester
feel
in school.
I feel like that, like if you know, like, I mean, I was that kind of I was at the back of the classroom with the guys, with the teachers thinking, maybe not giving us enough credit.
Right.
No matter how smart we were.
Right.
So we're making the jokes, and that's how you kind of remind me like that. Hi, Kate Taylor.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad. I hope you do many more live streams. You have a really interesting analysis on it.
Well, what I think, Josh, I don't this is just my opinion, but I mean it too. Is that I think that it's good when people can just be themselves, and when you
it's nice.
But sometimes the stress, whether it's coming from YouTube or if it's coming from real life, someone putting stress onto you, it takes you away from who you are. It takes you off who you are.
Very good. Very true.
Then you're a bit stressed, you're
right.
And it takes, but if you
It's not your best self in that regard. Yeah.
But when you just be yourself, that's the best you can do.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I try to be.
Yeah. I like going into your chats sometimes because I feel like
Thank you. Well, maybe for you,
you need a friendly face.
Yeah. I'm not screaming. I'm not calling anybody the devil. And people hate that too. I appreciate that person's work.
Hi, Bella. Bella, me too. I do appreciate people that are upfront. I gotta say it. I'm not gonna lie. I like when someone, and even if they have a negative quality, if they can say about themselves, this is my negative quality. I really like this negative quality. I accept it. This is me. Hey Taylor.
Hey, Kate Taylor.
And Dodger's
I'll read my chat. Stream sniping is the act of typically maliciously making yourself a part of someone's stream in a targeted manner. A sniper will show up when they show the streamer is. Okay. Dodge beyond that way. Definitely not on that way. Is that guy a streamer? He was a streamer. And hopefully he'll be a streamer again. And all those bike. Yeah. I don't know what WEF means. Camera work is dreadful. Well, I don't know if I'm trying to get a soda. I don't know what your problem is. Soon Denmark will be an Islamic country. I'm pretty sure it's 88% white, so keep dreaming. Or I know you're racist. I know that that's not your dream, but keep believing that. Just watch some Tucker for me. We don't have any food this week. We're intermittent fasting, right? And so, what does Granny say? Josh, can you name the people you're with? Yeah, whoops. Looks nice compared to LA. I get tired of LA sometimes. I really do. People are civil in Denmark. They don't want the smoke. Yeah, they're a little too civil, but that's okay. Where's your next trip? Just around LA. Cool cards, great idea. They are cool. Yeah, all right. Caught up with the chat. Mostly. Hey, Kate Taylor, nice to have you. Speak of the devil. I am the devil, says Scott. Speak of the devil, I am the devil. How do you like is it first protest? How do you like it?
Well, it's my first protest against Scientology.
Cool.
And I'm enjoying it.
Good. I'm glad.
And people overall seem positive, actually, when they walk by. I noticed some people go and, so that's very encouraging.
Cool. I like it. Yeah. So they're aware of like the
I don't think
insanity this cult is involved in. Yeah.
I don't think Scientology has got much of a future, to be honest.
No.
I've heard that the members are dwindling.
Yeah.
It's
working in a lot of ways. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely is. So this is how you do it. And people are like, all right, people hate this group.
Yeah.
So well worth it. So I haven't asked you how you got involved in protesting. What made you want to fight the war against Scientology?
Purely by accident.
Purely about, okay, cool.
And I always knew they were a cult. Three personality test equals a cult.
Right.
I also it was just a scam. They scamming the wealthy celebrities out of money with these fake bizarre courses. I never knew their abuses or how they treated staff. I only found out in the last 2.5 listening to some of the survivor stories.
Interesting. Okay, so you never took like a personality test or anything, or?
No, we always knew that was something we always knew for little kids. A free personality test. No authentic organisation would be offering.
Very true.
And then both Ireland is predominantly a Catholic country.
Sure, of course, yeah. Do they have an operation there at all, or no? Are they allowed to be there?
They have, they do have an office there in Ireland.
It's probably relatively small.
They kind of did a sneaky in that they set it up as a church or Scientology and a community centre.
Funny, interesting, so they have the disguise.
So they offered a free space to allow the local Irish dancers and things like that into charity.
Oh, really? Interesting.
So that's how they
There's like Scientology river dancing.
Yeah, so kind of making out that they're doing some public good.
Right. Have they in Ireland?
Pardon?
Have they done any good? Are they doing public good in Ireland?
I'll put it this way, there's something like 200 Scientologists in Ireland, so they're not exactly...
Pretty small, yeah. Have you met any of them, or no? I assume not. And you never protest in Ireland because there's not much to protest, I bet.
Exactly, everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's just the refugees now that they're trying to recruit their Englishes and their native tongues.
Right.
They don't really understand how this is called.
Right.
They kind of ask you to think that we can help you with your immigration status.
That's the new frontier, is work for us for under minimum wage and you're allowed to be in this country and we take your passport. Right. That's the next approach, I think.
That's something I'm going to start looking into to see what
Yeah. That's smart. But yeah, because there's nobody that they used to actually get people willingly join it, but not. Yeah. That's how you have to do it, regrettably. Well, I'm glad you're here. It's a nice cadre, and you came all the way from Ireland for this? Wow. How long did that take you to get here? Okay. Still a bit of a distance, though. Respect. Yeah.
And they do the funny money here.
What's that?
They do the funny money.
Yeah. A lot of funny money. Well put.
And most of Europe uses the euros.
What's up?
Most of Europe has the euros. There's only a few countries that still have their own currency.
I thought that was weird. They had the Cronin here. Yeah.
And then Sweden has their own krona as well.
Okay. Yeah. Weird. Hard to keep track of all of it. Yeah. Very hard to keep track of all of it.
But then you have the American dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar.
Yeah, we all have our own Mexican peso. Mexico is not even a dollar. Yeah. So there's a lot of. See, no, the U.S. That's why it's like.
But there's a lot of Mexico place names in the States.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mexican sounding, right?
Sure. Well, they bastardize them and pronounce them in this weirdly butchered way.
Yeah.
Like Rio Grande.
I will come and go. I'm Paul from Denmark.
Well, cool. Good to meet you.
Okay.
He practiced in here 20 years ago.
20 years ago we had.
Wow.
the same demo.
Oh, wow.
It was called Anonymous.
Oh, you're part of Anonymous.
Nah, not really. It was
What kind
called,
of-
It was also called the Apple Front.
Okay.
The Apple Front.
Interesting, Apple Front, I like that.
They came up from Hamburg.
Okay.
1 or 2 full cars.
Interesting.
And what Scientology did was they hired in 2 or 3 very big vans, huge vans.
Okay.
And put up here
Huh.
so nobody could see.
See it, right. Funny. Wow, so did you get a good contingent back then? When it was part of Anonymous to protest?
It
You're
was
one of the
very
original.
small. It was
Right,
very
similar,
small,
yeah.
but as we have very good Danish media
Yeah.
about it, but they stick with themselves.
Right.
And it's almost no.
You can't really
Danish
see it,
people.
right.
It's almost no Danish people.
Right, interesting.
It's mostly.
So they all speak English there. It's not Danish, right?
It's expats from America.
Right.
But
Wow.
they build up smaller schools.
Okay, right.
And yeah.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Was there a version of the Adelphi Academy, like the schools for little kids, boarding schools? So they had that.
They have
Interesting.
And actually, the schools are accepted.
Okay.
They are supported by the Danish government. So the Danish government knows what is happening, and the Danish government would take away this support if there are abuse.
Right. Okay.
And they are quite rich. One of these buildings, the other, they bought from like $10 million or something just a few months ago.
Okay.
And they also have a very, very big building,
Wow.
like 5 blocks away.
Yeah, I
Also
saw
like
that, right.
$10 million, and they also bought the whole block.
Right. Crazy. They had that.
Okay. Yeah, as a dollar is 10 or something. I don't know. Yeah, quite. Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. But it was at that in that.
Amazing they still have all the money for that. But I guess as an investment, if they, Copenhagen is getting more and more desirable, so real estate will be expensive in 10 years when they all leave.
They use Denmark as a hub in northern Europe because our system is quite liberal.
Yes, right.
But they are not accepted as a real church.
Right.
From what I know.
So they're no tax exempt.
I don't think so. I think in Sweden they have some kind of license to be a real church.
Okay,
interesting. I don't think they have a license to be a real church in Denmark, and I don't think they ever can get it.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure. See you around.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for this. Very interesting. I appreciate it. That was awesome. Wow. Yeah. Catch up with the chat. Ever Murphy, thank you. I think you're being sarcastic, but Jennifer, you're quite cool. I haven't seen you in the chat before, but thanks for, Lord knows I would have noticed you. Thanks for the warm welcome. She says, great to see Dodge. Great to see you, girl. Damn. Hashtag finds hell. Not one Scientologist I've seen has ever not had slurred speech or socially awkward, Sister Ed. Yeah, word. Scientology trying to destroy my family as a kid. I'm sorry to hear that, Larry. Where was it? Oh, hey, I know this song. Respect. Thank you. Hey, Southern Sleuth. Nice to have you. I am the devil. Aren't we all? Judge, I think you should always be fair. Thank you. Call out behavior no matter. Yeah, exactly. More like pill fare. I don't know anybody. What are half of you talking about at all? Genius chat. Yeah, right. Now I know you're being sarcastic. But at least you have a nice community here. LA is definitely overpriced. What I see so far is not as nice as I thought it would be before seeing it in everyday streets. Yeah, there's some nice parks and stuff, and nice nature here and there, but it's just so expensive and hard to get, traffic all the time, hard to get around. So that's my issue with it. Stuck in America. I mean, I love America. I don't like LA. I mean, I like LA. I just like it less than other places. Like, I'd be very happy if the headquarters, again, were in, like, Cincinnati or Kansas City. Not Denver. That'd be too expensive, too. But, like, it was Kansas City, Omaha. Like, I love Omaha. Anywhere but LA, really. If it was in like Memphis, that would be cool. Anywhere in Alabama, I'd love to go. It's first time chatting. All right, Trillion. You're not great at it, but that's okay, Trillion. You come in a little hot and a little hostile, but that's all right. Thank you, Bella. I appreciate my honesty. I know nothing. Why protest Scientology? Because they're under investigation for covering up sex abuse crimes. Oh, what's up? How you doing? Somebody just asked me why are we protesting Scientology because they didn't know anything about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where to start?
You to Granny T.
Oh, hey, Granny. Nice to see you. How are you? I'm a fan of hers. Feeling is mutual. Denmark. Yeah, it's like the biggest in Europe. GET is a predator trauma word. Yeah, he wants to charge me for attempted murder. Okay, and he wants to kill my dog. At the same time, ZDT wants to charge me for attempted murder. He also has threatened to murder my dog. So riddle me that. Are you in Denmark? Yes. Oh, Dodge, you timed me out to saying where I lived. Oh, I thought you were saying that. I thought you were doxing T. I thought you were sorry. Fight against Scientology. It's a cult. Oh, sorry, I incorrectly brought Edward. I thought you were saying this is where this is where T lives, and I thought you were giving out T street address, and I'm like, that's not okay. I thought you were an enemy because respect to T. T's like famous now. T's like the next hot thing in this movement. Like T starting shit. Like T's a big goddamn deal at this point. So T has her enemies. So I thought like you were like trying to dox T, and I'm like, no. You ain't got to dox T. What up, T? So I got that incorrect. T, you're famous whether you like it or not. You're like the talk of the town. Respect. It's funny, every time Aaron talks shit about somebody, they actually gain subscribers because like not as many people heard of them, and then they hear Aaron talking shit about T, and they're like, oh wait, T's actually really well informed and interesting and smart. I guess I should subscribe. And like they would have never heard of T otherwise. And then Aaron, it was like, thanks for the promotion, bitch. Oh god, what's happening? No, people just say T, nothing wrong. Just that Aaron was saying that, you know, he was furious you were in DOA's chat and how dare you, yada yada yada. We're Crude, I'm a big fan. If they ever have anything in Australia, let me know. I don't think there's anything coming up. T made the list. She is PTS, but not shoot. And who is talking shit about? Oh God, who was talking shit about you yesterday? T is Eric Rader and Marilyn Hone. That stream was just the giant circle jerk. But I think you were mentioned. And it wasn't right. Like somebody's impostering you. And then Aaron's like Aaron didn't make that correction. That was your fault. It was horrible. So cold in the shade.
But if we would go out on the sun, it would be, super warm. But
yeah, I might migrate only for a second to the sun. Because it's like, it makes all the difference.
It's never so warm.
That stream. What was that stream? Hey, where do you guys go? We missed you. Nice. Very smart. You're the only ones that are not freezing. I'm a little jealous. And you have gloves.
Do you want to borrow my gloves?
Well, I don't want to. You sure? Yeah. That'd actually be super helpful.
They are pink.
That's super sweet. That's cool. I can rock pink. Because they say real men wear pink. It's very nice.
Even though I was wearing these, I was like, I'm going to bring an extra pair today. Because I don't know. I have
Well, that's really sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I have some of those too.
Oh, I love those. The fingerless ones.
Yeah, but this is what... You can also put, there's a flat that goes over the fingers.
Oh, fun. Okay, cool. So you can do either or. Smart idea. One of these will fit me or not, but we'll see. I don't know.
Once you get out of the sun, it's very cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I walked to get a drink.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need to walk in the sun at least for a moment, if I can. And now I'm like, oh, it's hard to put. It's weird. Why do I have my light on?
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Now it's not on. No, it makes all the difference. Like, there is like, I could spend 5 hours outside there. Here, it's a little more of a struggle. Now I got my camera all crazy. I gotta put this between my legs. And I don't ever wear gloves, so I can't remember like what size. Very good question. Yeah, I mean today, so for this is just classes like this. They don't like recruit people.
What, sorry?
These are just classes, I guess, so they don't recruit people. I assume. I can't remember though.
I don't think that this particular org is recruiting.
But yeah, then how do the seor, even the seor people, how do they get in and out?
Well, the one that we went to first, that's the one where they recruit, and that's the one where they pitch the tent on that square.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So they've done some work here. Do you think they're just here for show to like pretend that they're busy?
Going here?
Good, good, very good. We ran into a guy who was like part of Anonymous. He was mad cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you missed it too. See what happens? Yeah, he was cool. No, thank you. I don't think I could do it without you.
Oh, what? Is it okay? Okay.
You're way too young for me to say that, ever. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, okay. Okay.
It's like impossible for me to do.
Okay.
And I don't, like, I have a general rule, I don't wear gloves, ever. Even if it's freezing, I'll never wear them.
Oh, great.
Only because I lose them all the time, and then you can't, like, touch your phone or do anything.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, that's smart.
So, Cyril was doing some investigative work.
Badass.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yeah, so.
What do you uncover?
That human was posted on each side of the street to divert people. And
Oh, really?
They're all going in the door number 4 there.
Oh, in that main corridor there.
Sneaked in and then I got pushed.
Good work.
You sneaked in there? Did you ask for your mother?
Yeah.
What did they say?
Yeah, they don't know her. They're pushing us.
They don't know your mother. Your mother's been here for
They said,
30 years.
I haven't seen her in a long time. I don't know. They just no answers. But
You want to say?
I don't know that guy.
Drop your cigarettes. Drop your cigs. Oh, I didn't mean to scare you. But I also don't want you to use your cigarettes.
That guy.
He was standing at the corner there.
Yeah. So they are posting people on both ends of the street to divert the Scientologists, so they don't see this.
Funny.
To come in.
Well done.
Yeah.
Cool.
With all this suppressive propaganda, I can understand.
Right.
So maybe at one point it would make sense to move back to the other side of the street.
You know, we can do it. Yeah, let's follow them. I want to get an RO. I'm kidding. Would be kind of fun though. Especially, what would happen like if I don't live here? Could they even get an RO against me?
No.
No. Okay, there you go.
Police could say that you American go back to your hotel, basically.
Okay, right. That's the worst they could do.
Yeah, don't show up.
Well, then if you want me like to be your like internal metaphorical bomb, let me know.
Don't
the
say
fall
that,
guy.
right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I said metaphorical.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Right.
Yeah, we came over.
Well done. We'll have to keep dropping everything. That's all right.
Here, just to give you a little update. So Balash was supposed to supervise the chat.
Yeah.
And then he also wandered off.
Yeah.
And then on my chat, they said, oh, Balash is supposed to need to go and okay, so I went there and looked there, and they all said he needs to be punished, and then they all agreed he needs to twerk as a punishment. I managed to get him to twerk.
Wow, really?
Twerk on my channel. Nice.
So cool.
And I'm just gonna briefly say he certainly did it for me. I had to have a smoke afterwards. So,
That's fair. I tried to twerk on a live stream and couldn't even do it. I don't even have the hip movements.
I've seen you.
Yeah, you see me, right? I'm like,
Oh no, not the twerk. Not that.
I just feel like
We are ready.
it's gonna be really bad.
Okay,
That's the problem.
Give us the twerk.
Yes,
The
I will
famous
send it.
Dutch landishman twerk.
I hope you are as well.
All right. You can't see me twerk, but she can.
What's going on? Like, I had to do the same.
Right? It's not easy. Hopefully that works. I want to see your version. I think much better than me. By a mile. That's funny.
Guys, you make a video about me.
Who won the twerk off?
I think we won.
Cool, perfect. That's funny. Yeah, with the, it's like hard to do both at once. So, very sweet gesture, but then I'm like, well, that's all right. I don't have to fully take them off. I can just do like this, and then I might ask for your help to like get them back on. I might be able to do it though. I don't know. First, I have to light my cigarette. I can't even do that. I'm like a mess. Yeah, I can do it. Okay, now I can use your help.
I know it's been a while since I've done a live.
Nice to meet you. Say hello to
Oh, you're taking off?
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Say hello to the USA.
I will. Thank you for all the good work.
All the immigrants from Sweden 100 years ago.
Oh, cool. Are they in like Minneapolis or yeah?
I don't know.
Probably in Minneapolis. That would be my guess.
Chicago and Minnesota.
Okay, yep, Minnesota, exactly. Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where they all are. That makes sense. I will.
Thank you. There's already a couple of people leaving now, but we're gonna move to the...
You got some moves. You got some like actual moves.
Any jokes?
You actually have rhythm, unlike me.
Bye-bye.
So we were supposed to be in front of the org, but they decided to get the most longest window clean I have ever seen in my life.
You're still doing it. They haven't stopped. Scientology's a cult. Don't go in there. Good job. Glad you're aware. Take care.
My eyes say. Should we move?
Very nice to meet you. Thanks for coming out. It's an honor to see somebody at their first ever Scientology protest. So you're
There'll be more.
I hope to see you. That would be fun.
Cool.
I'll come back to. I haven't gotten your story yet. So at some point I want to come back and get because you have a really interesting story. Talking off camera. Why? Because you were there in the 90s at their boom and.
No, 82.
Right. So, but that's even more when they're at their kind of heyday.
And I was in Italy.
Right. Yeah.
And in Sweden.
Right.
And here.
Right. There's a lot to keep track of, but it's fascinating. So next time I want to run down.
So happy about it.
What can we do to follow up after today?
What can we do to follow up? Everyone should be seeing that, I have arranged this on my own. I have got all the permits, I have got all the stuff, and you don't need to even do it like this. You can do it in a smaller scale. Do it anywhere. If you have a Scientology location, go out there. It's not more difficult.
And we got them to completely change their route, their walking path, their plans. Yeah.
It's not more difficult than that, and they cannot do anything. And it's causing massive interpolation.
Yes. It sucks to be interpolated when your windows are getting cleaned.
Yeah. Exactly. The same day.
Very true.
Yes. So
we go there or we don't go there?
Yeah, we go there.
Because now
Have you informed everyone?
We're not harassing anybody. T for president. T for Australian prime minister. Pick about it, T. I mean, they have a new prime minister in Australia every 3 weeks, so why you can be prime minister for a month and take Scientology down. Just think about it. Just leave my church. I'm sorry, Proof. I got $50. This is super chat. If you want to give me $200,000, I will leave Scientology alone. How about that? I'm for sale. People in the chat. I have one Scientologist in my chat that's like a current Scientologist. Yeah, he's interesting. His name is The Proof.
Okay.
And he's giving me proof.
Yeah.
The Proof is giving me proof that he is a Scientologist. So he has interesting answers. He feels like that Scientology is expanding and they're growing and they have numbers in the millions apparently. So, it's nice to believe in something. It's kind of like Santa Claus in a way, but, that kind of, so he's an interesting character. So he's upset that I'm here. He says, leave them alone, which means we must be doing something impactful. Because if he's upset, The Proof is like my barometer. I love him though. I'm a fan of his. Don't F The Proof. I like The Proof. Proof, if you give me $200,000, if 86 GOP is watching the stream, if 86 GOP gives me $100,000, I'll stop. You guys a little brainwashed. I understand that, the proof. I want you to still leave them alone, not impactful. People still come in. Well, they changed their whole route. Good to see you again. We missed you. We're here now. Migrated.
I'm Carl.
Good to meet you.
Anyone else need more cards? Are you all good?
No, I'll take a few. I'll give you a couple. Thank you. Good soundtrack you got. Who is this, or why is this? Just for fun?
This is just the AI songs that the community has been making.
Oh, cute. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. Yeah. Scientology. Wow. Yeah, I'm a little upset by the. I don't like that you could create a song like that through AI though. That's like makes me upset for the future of music. That you could just do all that and not like that's not a real singer. It kind of like throws me off. I'm like really an old man, so I'm still upset they got rid of records. But like, I don't know. It makes me feel very uneasy. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Cyril is
Trillion, I'll agree with you on that. Where's the beer 10? This ain't LA. Matthew the King is not here. We're waiting for Matthew the King, and then we'll get the beer 10.
Can you see Cyril is standing in front of the door giving them a stare down. He must have talked with his mother.
Yeah, badass. Wow, so he's asking like, where might she be? So yeah, his mother's in there. They play ordinary music to get copyright strict. That makes sense. It still upsets me. That doesn't make any difference. I know, I'm being silly. Erie. Great name, by the way. I love Erie. On the lake. Guys are literally spying through the windows. Yeah, and the guy's mom is in there. When you want to, say hi to your mom hasn't said hi to you in 4 years. What the heck are we doing in Denmark? Like, we were protesting Scientology. They've gotten the main entrance essentially blocked off. So they were usually people for seor and stuff would be entering through here, but now they're no longer because of us. So they're entering through here, and now we're here. So where are you gonna enter now, biatch? I'm trying to look at my chat, but I can't with these. I'm gonna try to take off one glove. There we go. I could do this. Just let the Scientologists be stupid. They will self-destruct. What's going to create their awareness? Is Irish Mart actually Irish? I have no idea what you're talking about. It must be cold. It is cold. Denmark, you made it. I do. Do you think if Christians protest Muslims and force them to take it back away to their mosque, it would be impactful? Not really.
Guys, give room at the room. Give room. Balance. Sorry, I'm shouting.
No, go. I need that.
Yeah, but I need to keep track of these guys. They need to have be able to go in there.
They're on your, they're on their hind legs.
Not allowed to block entrance. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I see your outfit? Sure. It was nice enough to give me gloves, but you barely see it because I have a coat on. But I'll show you the rest of it. Wow, this is some like deep AI lyrics. Yeah. Here's my fit. There you go. You got it. Proof, Dodge. It's Eric. He is better. Thank you. Goodbye, Dodge. I'll miss you, Proof. It's nice to have you. Looking good, Dodge. Thank you, Jennifer. You're looking good too. Girl, are you single? Do you want to? Oh, you're living in Canada. I get to cover Canada. I got to be in Canada for the election. All right, Jennifer. I had to ask if you're single or not. You don't have to answer me, but I did put that question out there, Jennifer. Especially after you said I looked good. But that can be interpreted in many ways. It's abusive money making. Hey, Sandy, it's an abusive money making machine. Nothing to do with religion. Very true. How do you get the AI music? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't understand AI. I think it's going to kill us. It makes me uncomfortable. Where's the beer at? Again, not Matthew the King.
Scientology is singing.
So you won't get what you need. I got to sign off soon because I'm almost... Am I single? I am single. Yeah, but I'm waiting. Sorry, Larry. I'm waiting for Jennifer to respond to me. Aren't you meant to give us a rundown on designers? Who's the designer? I don't wear designer clothing. It's vintage, though. AI makes me... Yeah, I don't like it, Molly. Hey, Molly. No. Are you single? No. Okay. She's not... How do you know she's not single? Proof, hello, and much love. Would love to talk with you. Yeah. At least the proof is open to having conversation. Thank you, Michael. Nice to have you, Michael Andreas. Fortunately, can't come around anymore. Can't condone this. Are we being violent or mean or anything? I don't think we are. I really don't think so. Sure. Hello.
Dutch Landesman all the way from US of A.
Long trip, but very good to be here, and just good to protect that the movement is alive and well in the protest movement.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, how do you think about the protest movement in Denmark? How is it going?
Very strong. You know, I think it's. You guys have been very consistent too.
Yeah.
This is the most important place because you're giving me a real education as to the significance of Denmark, because they're really the most significant org in Europe, quite frankly. So I'm glad you're here, and there's criticism that people maybe in LA has been diminishing, but aside from there, there's a lot of places, especially in Denmark, where it's alive and well. So I appreciate you doing that, and that's the focus, is protesting, quite frankly.
Yeah, thank you, and I'm happy you're here to confirm that also.
That was important for me.
So we have representation from Ireland, from Switzerland, from Sweden. We have a Hungarian person here. We are very well represented, and we have also we have people that are following the movement, as well as ex-Scientology seor members, children and adults.
Yeah, some who are here.
Yeah.
So
it's a cause that people really want to participate in. It's not nonsense. People are actually stepping up, booking the flight, booking the hotel, and showing up.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
It was a long flight. It's about 11 hours from LA.
Yeah, 11 hours.
Yeah.
Did you have a direct flight?
Yeah, at least it's direct, which is nice.
Okay.
Which is weird to go all the way from LA to...
Yeah, it's a long
It's
flight.
like once you go over Winnipeg, you're like, you're going to look closer. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
I've been watching you on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Monica, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming. It's
great. I didn't know if I could write you because
Jennifer, I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you for the info. Well, all right. T's also cute.
Okay. So Monica,
Note to self. I'm single, always ready to mingle. I'm a desperately seeking Susan. I'm thirsty. I'm an incel.
Okay.
He flew. He has under the super suit. Yeah. Islam is obvious and thinks it does. Scientology is sneaky. Yeah. But you could have been there. Yeah, Jennifer, would be good to have you. Oh well. Next time.
Okay.
Funky outfit. Glad you're enjoying it. Oh, look at that.
Look at this one! I got meditate this! Oh my god! Oh, that's nice. I will definitely have this on my...
So is one like Elron, Corinne Cow, Miscavage for the littlest?
I will take them away, but keep them away from my dog. It's so cute. Thank you so much. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. I am pretty sure no one from the knitting community there would send me any validators at this moment. So.
I like these crochets better. I think when people start crocheting private parts, it's a little much. So this is. I think this is the better route to go.
Oh, and thank you for supporting. I felt a little bit alone. But send me a mail, and if you're bad at writing anything, send me a mail or something, and we can definitely catch up at some point. Thank you so much.
I'll put my thumb back.
really means a lot that you came here. Look at this funny face and oh, everyone.
Trump finished one. The guys say, if I can't have you, nobody can. Word. Josh, come. Yeah, invite me. Email me, T. I would love to. Are you going to be there in England? I would do that. Let me know. Although it's hard to come. I mean, thank you for Anne, who's given me a really nice super chat. I'm not making a ton of. I don't know how fruitful like this would be to come back more frequently. If I got like 200 super chats, it might be helpful. But if I'm coming all the way out here, not that's the point, but I don't know. I have to see if it's economically feasible or not. Quite frankly, it's been a bit of, not that's why I came here, but it's been a bust, big bust super chat wise. And I figured maybe it would be less of a bust because I came all the way out here, but it's been a very big bust, except for Anne, so thank you. But that's okay. But I don't know. Yeah, let me know. Send me an email, T. How about that? Cash me outside. And it depends how big. That's the other thing, too. It's like for something small like this, I say that. And I'm so happy I went. But if it's for like a big thing where there's a lot of Scientologists outside and there's a way to disrupt it effectively, then it would be more worth coming. Easy as this, if we are entertained, we could toss some money your way. What? Are you saying you're not entertained? All right, well, I don't. Sorry. I'm not doing this protest. But thanks for the hostile comment. Anyway. But yeah, all right, if it's a big event, T, I would go. Sure. And we have to get drunk. That would be fun. Drunk singing karaoke definitely sounds fun. If there's a chance of that happening, I would do it. I'm entertained. Oh, cool. Oh, I thought you were saying nobody was sending me money because I'm not entertained. Oh, they're not entertained. I see. Yeah, sure. Just keep going. Hopefully people are entertained. I appreciate that. Jennifer says, hope this proves to Aaron Miriam is doing great work. Yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to show it. To see, like, you're really going to attack somebody for, like, lingering in some dude's chat. Like, it's so 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, man. Like, come on. And you're going to, like, negate all her good work simply because she showed up in a dude's chat that you don't like for a multitude of reasons. Some of are legitimate, some of which are not. Like, I think that's really sad, and so I think it's my responsibility. Not that I have a lot of subs, but 10,000, I guess almost 10,500 is something. So if that generates a few more eyeballs to really see the good work that she's doing, it's well worth coming out. Bacon. Bacon is good. Not a lot of shaken bacon. Oh, thank you. Get to the UK. That helps. That's like $7, I remember, because I went to Australia. I've been to Australia, T. I flew to Brisbane, and I did a long trip, not that long, about a month, and I took Greyhounds, which they have Greyhound there, which is weird. I went to Brisbane, Gold Coast, did a pub crawl, that was fun. And then Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Coffs Harbour, Canberra, not in that order. But it was fun. But I've never been to Perth. Perth is on the other side of the mountain, even though there's no mountain. I want to get to Perth. Perth and Darwin were like, what are the weird, like, in the middle of frickin' nowhere cities? Perth has a big ass skyline too. It looks like a beautiful city, but really in the middle of frickin' nowhere. And I'm like, that sounds cool. So even if there was something on Perth, I would go.
I'm so thankful that you came here. Sometimes I feel like, why are people listening to what
appreciate you guys. Thank you. To be told I don't care about survivors is really hurt. To be told I don't care, yeah, it's really hurtful. Yeah, it is. Awesome, brother. How's it going over there? Good, Brandon. Consider the source, T. Huh? Okay. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's very sweet.
Upsetting the public.
Nice. Perfect placement. I like it. Thank you for the gloves. Saved my life. And now I don't need to go in the sun. Probably button my jacket. That's about it. Other than that.
You don't have the same weather issues.
No, and you.
So much cold weather.
Yeah, and you get used to it. I'm not from LA. Like, I'm born and raised in New York. So, but the last time I was in New York is in the winter, so it's very cold. So, I mean, this is kind of nice because it's like an early spring day in New York, or like a warm winter day. But then you're in LA for a while, then you feel like it's just adjustment. And so now I've been in LA for about 2 months at this point, or in the area, so a decent amount of time. Yeah, it feels like you're not as used to it.
Yeah. How long?
It's pretty nice. For like, the global warming like must be real because this is unseasonably warm, isn't it? It shouldn't be this warm.
No, it's actually quite cool today.
Really, huh?
It's just because the sun is out.
I'm surprised. Like,
And it's not windy.
I always was under the perception that Copenhagen was like Alaska, where it's always freezing. It's funny, but it's so far north. But I guess it's not. Yeah. Oh, you want to go? You want to migrate? Let's do it.
Yeah, they changed the way because we're standing.
Perfect. Perfect. From NY, still here. Cool.
Yeah.
That's why they an issue.
Yeah, it's
Oh man, I got snot in your glove. I feel bad. Hopefully you can wash it. I got snot in your gloves. I didn't think about that. So you only pay for them. Let me know. I didn't think twice. I'm like, oh, whoops.
I thought it was your gloves.
No, she gave it to me. It's very sweet. It is very brave. Yeah, no, I don't know if I choose that color necessarily, but I like it. Oh, I'm honored. Cool. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
We've seen you in Denmark.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, cool. Thanks for your support. It's good to get the support of a fellow redhead.
Everybody's watching everybody, actually.
Yeah, we got to stick together.
Oh, I hate this guy. Oh, I hate this girl. Everybody watches everybody.
Yeah, they do. That's true. They watch them all at the same time. You hate watch or love watch, but you're still watching.
Can you say hi to Fat Grammy?
Hey, Fat Granny. Or did I actually call her Fat Granny? Is that her name?
Fat Grammy.
She is actually. That actually is her name. Hey, how are you? Nice to have you.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your support.
Yeah, and
I appreciate it. And hard work.
He's doing a lot of hard
work. A lot of work. Yeah, a lot of hard work.
So, he has arrived. I kind of told Mona before that you should be coming, but
cool! I'm honored.
Until you said that
it's very
you were
last
traveling,
minute. Yeah.
Then I might have called you like the prodigal son, the free spirited bachelor who is
that's true.
Going with the wind. So you know.
I like that, a bachelor going in the wind. I like that.
Yeah. So,
always alone.
So you know, until
you
you
go
showed
get
up
on my
yesterday, I was still thinking like, you know.
No. Once I say yes, I'm gonna do it. That's once I pull the trigger, I pull the trigger.
Good.
Like once I say yes, like I can't go back. Not happening.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's a mouthful. McDonagall? McDougal, yeah, McDougal. Cool.
I guess Copenhagen is colder than LA.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. No coat. I haven't worn this coat in a while in LA. Yeah.
And Doc would love it here, but
he would have loved it.
Yeah.
He could chase all the pigeons.
Yeah, I know it's Sophia.
Protest against Scientology, evil cult.
Knew the username.
Oh, I didn't think you were, but hopefully you can tell your friends about how evil they are. I'm glad she went out of her way to say I'm not a scientist, just so you know. Didn't think you were, but respect.
Yeah, you look way too normal to
yeah, right. Hey, Gina, nice to have you. T is here. T for president, T for prime minister. They're temp protectors. Don't get drunk like you did at Danny's. I'm not. I was getting drunk. Oh, somebody in the chat said, don't get drunk like you did at Danny's wedding. I'm like, well, of course, we were in Vegas, so of course we're going to get drunk there. People make quite a scene because one of the... Yeah, well, I guess that's true. I'm not going to drink in the middle of the day. But I went to Vegas and like danced and sang karaoke, and somebody's live streaming it. So apparently I was twerking, so apparently it had some lore along with it.
He was twerking on the stage.
Yeah, I forgot because I drank so much. I forgot that happened. And you remind me. Oh yeah, right. I was in the twerking contest.
My theory was that you went on the twerking competition only to see the ladies twerk closer proximity.
Maybe. Although I don't know. I like being in the spotlight. Even if I make an ass of myself, I like being in the spotlight. So, I was like, I gotta see ridiculous. I tried to do like a stripper dance. There was like a pole, and I was like trying to make stripper moves. Didn't work out that well, but A for effort.
I'm not a.
No, there were. Right. There were 3 others, and I did not win. I know that. But she had to jog my memory about that because I completely I remembered bits and pieces when people could barely remember it, and people said this happened, like, oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, that happened. But I'm too old for that, so like that's once in a blue moon. And then they went out the next day, and I was like dead. I was like, I couldn't do it. I can't go out 2 nights in a row. And then they forced me to, so I did. But the kid, there's Danny, who's a streamer. He's young. He's like 23. So he has more stamina. I'm 34, so he has more stamina than I have. But. What's up? I guess, yeah. But you feel the effects of liquor more, and you don't have the same like energy and stamina to do it 2 nights in a row like you did in college or whatever. Or you could be like Aaron and just, never graduate from the college mindset. So, hey, Kate Taylor, thank you for the super chat. What's up?
If you never stop drinking, you never feel the effects of it.
Yeah. Well put. Man, you should do it YouTube. You'd be funny. Think about it. 34, he sounds like he's 54. I'll take that as a compliment, Jerry. Thank you.
We don't drink that much. We just have a reputation for.
Yeah.
Don't they ever?
We kind of do all our drinking.
They drink a lot at funerals, though. That's the thing.
We do all our drinking in the one night rather than every night.
Right.
We kind of say both our units.
So it's like occasionally.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Like, I went to an Irish wake, and people are getting hammered. And I thought that was interesting, like at a funeral, to like get rip-roaring drunk.
Yeah, and that's
Well, that's cool.
way of showing the respect.
Yeah, of course. Having fun, honoring them, having a good time.
And it's better than trying buckets or tears or,
Yeah. And it gets you more in touch with that like emotional side, right? And like you could like communicate more easily about your pain. And there's something healthy about that. Are you quite all right? Something healthy about that, which is cool. Oh man, drink all of this. Where are they in the trash anyway?
I tried to avoid all the nuts.
Yes. I stated my view.
Thanks for covering Denmark, says Donna. You're welcome. It's interesting to see the difference in protesting. The group seems very friendly. They are. It is very different. How do you feel they feel about Felon 47 wanting to pay green? I should ask him about that. It's a great question. Right? Because they belong to Denmark now, right? It's one of the few countries that still has some colony. Sorry, guys, trying to get a cigarette with which is hard as gloves. Oh, whoops! I accidentally put this on green screen. Uh-oh. That's not. How did I do that? Uh-oh. I don't want to stop streaming. This is not good, guys. What am I doing? What is this green? Does anybody know how to... What the hell did I just do? Does anybody know how to... I accidentally got to green screen, and I don't know how I did that.
Green screen?
Yeah, and there's a way to, like,
I have no idea.
get out of green screen.
No idea.
Strange, right? Yeah,
Like
I might have to...
Go on the filters.
Yeah, but I don't... Oh, is it right here? Retouch? No. Oh, here's a green screen. No green screen. Perfect. Okay. That was helpful. Thank you. That could have been worse. Do they react to you when you try to say hello? Or in the window?
Well, I managed to get in.
What's up?
I managed to get in.
Wow. All right.
But
Respect.
they don't want to talk to me.
Okay. Yeah. But you stepped inside.
Yeah.
Wow. How was that? Did it bring back any memories or like? Okay, that's good.
Trying to get some information that they won't give me.
Right. And they just were they polite at least, or they just like wouldn't say anything?
No ignoring it.
Right.
Polite ignoring.
Right.
But that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He is the Inter-Justice Chief for Europe.
Oh, big role.
He is the one in charge of declaring people suppressive here in Europe.
Wow. Okay, so he. Right.
He's the one I'm
yeah.
supposed to be talking to.
Right.
If anything.
Right.
In Scientology. And he doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't want to give me answers. And he doesn't want to tell me who he was when I asked him.
Were you blindsided? Like, so they declared you an SP?
I don't know.
Right.
Officially, I've never seen the paper.
Yeah. Right.
Of course, I think I am. But they have
never formally explained, yeah.
And I even asked him. No, I tried.
Interesting. Yeah, I just want to know.
I put in the door and I said, I know you are now. You're the Injustice Chief. And I asked him, am I declared?
Yeah.
He wouldn't give me an answer.
Funny. Nothing.
They're really retarded.
I'm glad you did that, though. I'm glad
You only in Copenhagen for this?
Yeah. And then I'm here like I got here 2 days ago, so I had a full day yesterday, and I have a full day tomorrow, and then I fly back. And my mom lives in Rome for 6 months a year, so she flew over so we hung out. She's very nice. She paid for the flight and the hotel. It's made life easier. And so we'll have like a full day tomorrow, and probably today as well, to kind of see the city and explore a little bit.
And then you go back to you in LA?
Yeah, and I'm from New York.
The Tony hearing, right?
Yes, that was me. So I was doing all the rundowns with Zero Dark Tony, and it's fun because that's like a saga that seems to never end, because he keeps getting additional charges and it gets worse and worse and worse.
Okay.
And hopefully the connection is they find a connection with him and Scientology directly paying him. There's no proof of that, so I don't know for sure. But I'm hoping while they get answers in some of these trials that they'll kind of expose that information. That would be cool. Yeah, but he's wild. He's threatened to, because Aaron Smith Levin followed him and his mom out when he was leaving court, and I guess there was some sort of physical contact. He was kind of dumb to do it, but I don't think
dumb to do it?
Aaron Smith Levin, and I don't think there was any real damage, but he's going to try to charge him with something. But he said, because I told Aaron where he was, that he's going to try to charge you with attempted murder. So, and then he threatened to murder my dog, which is kind of oxymoronic.
Tony?
ZDT, yeah, Zero Dark Tony, yeah. So he's a wild. I just kind of find him to be like an entertaining cartoon character almost. He's just like he's not like believable. It's like a real human being, really. But he's done some real damage to some people, and has called in to make sure people lose their jobs. And so he hasn't made me that upset personally, but he's really damaged the lives very consequentially for a lot of people. So I'm hoping he goes down.
All right, yeah, I hope so too.
And he's a great foil, and I'm so polite. I don't ever talk negatively about somebody, except he's so mean and vicious. Like I could vent and get it out. There's this crazy guy who goes after all the current Scientologists. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he's threatened to kill my dog, and he's threatened to charge me for attempted murder. Yeah, it's wild. It's because he was at court. Aaron Smith Levin chased him and his mom, and his mom was 85, and I told Aaron where he was, so therefore I'm an accessory, and therefore I should be directly charged for attempted murder, which kind of makes me think I'm kind of cool. Wow, I'm a bad boy. I'm an attempted murderer. Right, exactly. So that's a whole set. I don't think he'll follow through with any of that. What's up? That would be cool. I've had it in the past when I was younger for marijuana use, so there's one that exists. But yeah, we could have another one just to have it. That's true. But he's just this cartoony, psychotic character, but he's been so damaging to other people. There's this one woman, and he said she was lying about her mom having cancer, and just all this kind of, and would call into people's jobs and get them fired, and call Child Protective Services and get a kid separate. It's just wild. Andy, you're funny. Tony will love that he's internationally known. He is, right? He is. ZDT's famous. He's made his mark. He really has. Said hi. I don't know who says hi, but hello. I try, Oswald. I try.
Yeah, and you have a lifetime membership to IAS,
so yeah, that's mainly what I'll do when I get back to LA. There's all these different court cases. And then DOA has this big thing.
Yeah.
Which is, I think I'm the 28th.
Oh, I don't know. I was young.
This will be interesting to see how that works out.
I was a member of the IAS before I was.
But it's sad. I'm hoping they all get in trouble and it extends as long as possible, because then it gives them something to do. So, but we'll see what happens.
He got a T-shirt, but it's way too small.
But I'm waiting for real Scientology. Well, that'll be because the restraining orders are kind of small ball. So I'm waiting. I'm excited for the real trial, or like Scientology says somebody has a felony, what their strategy is for that. Even though it's the prosecutors, but it's the prosecutors with influence from Scientology.
And what will constitute a felony?
Come again?
What would be a felony? What would you need to do?
Well, so they're charging DOA, one of the protesters, for felony for like vandalism because they say it's a hate crime because it's against a religion technically, and they're, you know, like Aaron says he deserves all of it, which I think is a stretch of an argument and pretty unrealistic, and it's clearly pretty overblown. But it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, he took like one of the planners out or something. No. And they were like impeding a lot of the, the walk, like the public walkway, so people couldn't really walk through.
That was dumping. That was rubbish dumped on public property.
Right.
Using service, a good service to the deed.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and warm up to the hotel, I think.
Yeah.
I don't blame
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming all the way out here.
Yeah, it's great. Great. Yeah, we'll stay in touch and I will send you more information. And if there's someone you want to talk to, then maybe I can give you contact information. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Well, it means a lot.
Yeah,
This
it
is
means
why we
a
do
lot.
it. Thank you.
I haven't seen media representation in
awesome.
very many protests, so I'm really grateful that you showed up here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, just find us.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
So that's something that in the protest, but I think there should be more organized protest as well. People should try and work together more instead of. Because you're putting yourself also under risk when you're going along with a camera, especially in Los Angeles, with the kind of agitators they have over there.
Yeah.
It would be much better to try and, you know, arrange a protest instead of just putting on a camera and going on, you know, on your own there. But that would require for people getting along and working together, right?
Yeah. Well, we all get along. We work together, so that's good.
We're friends now.
Yeah.
We're friends.
Even if we are not, then we are getting along.
Right, yeah. Maybe I'll just live here. That'd be cool. You guys are cool.
Yeah. Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, it really does. Scientology is a cult.
Scientology breaks up families.
Yes.
Glad nobody stopped in there. Well done. What source is the journalist from?
This one.
Yeah.
It's a very reputable
Scientology breaks up families.
magazine in Sweden.
Cool.
I think Bianca could explain better, but it's a little bit left-leaning.
Okay.
Yeah, very respected publishment. It's not something that, you know, it's not no tabloid or anything like that.
Tabloid's cool too. But,
Scientology breaks up
yeah, I mean,
families.
I think it's great that Daily Mail is writing stories about Scientology.
Yeah.
This is more serious. So,
cool. Love that. Awesome.
Yeah. So I from the sound of him, it sounds like this is a more of a long-term project than not just one little story that he's gonna make. So watch out, Scientology.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. OSA should put their what is it called? Their security level.
High risk.
Yeah, on a higher risk
yeah.
in Sweden as well.
Yeah.
Everywhere,
We'll be here.
Los Angeles, Glenwood, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Yes, I agree. Hi, OSA.
Can somebody be critical in your chat?
They are always watching me.
Funny.
They do actually.
They do.
You're VIP. It's quite the privilege.
Then I can say,
Yeah.
It's more watch hours, it's more whatever.
Yeah, it's the stamp of credibility.
I went away.
OSA approved.
I wish I was kicked out.
Yeah.
I wish I was kicked out.
Everybody went away. Nobody was kicked out. You went away. Natalie went away. I went away. Like, we choose not to be.
Scientology breaks up families.
Yes, Scientology is an abusive cult.
It's a cult.
It's a cult. Yeah, I will put some music on. Okay.
All right, no, it's cool. They already know it's a cult. Is this live? Yeah. Although I don't know what you're talking about, Lisa. Jesus. Although I'm going to end the stream because I only have 8% left on my phone.
I have a battery for you.
Oh, well, I have Android. Do you have like an Android thing?
Isn't it C? It's a C.
Yeah, USB-C. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
stream for a moment. Stream.
Love you too, Kid Freshie. It's always good to have a contrarian. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe I will go live again. Screw it. It's helpful to have contrarians. If I lose subscribers, maybe damn. Thank you. You're the best. Oh, perfect.
American guy.
Is King Peel spreading awareness in Scientology? We are there. Amen. Lisa, who are you even talking about? No, you're just mad that we're all here. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I see. Aaron says you didn't deserve all of the charges, Dodge. Don't lie. I wasn't lying. You did say that, though. Foil and cartoony, Kid Freshie, the perfect terms. Yeah, you seem to understand. Yeah, that he's playing character, not say. I don't think he's. Yeah, like I don't think he's actually gonna.
I thought you knew how to handle stick to be
shit. This is not working. It's actually killing my. How is this actually killing my battery? Well, that's not good. All right, guys, I'll have to sign off because I'm dying here, battery-wise, and this isn't working. So.
And just scratch the last 5 seconds he did not say anything.
Yeah, guys, gonna have to throw. Oh, here we go. All right, this works.
It is Dodge Landesman.
How are you?
All the way from US.
Long trip, but well worth it.
Yes.
Beautiful city, beautiful people.
Yes.
Saying that we're alive and well.
Yes. I don't know if Nora is up yet. Any word from
Yeah, that Nora's gonna stream us.
Yeah, Nora.
For shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
I can text her if you want me to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't text her if I like that.
Yeah, right.
It's 6 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, is it that early? She's probably asleep, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wake up at 6 a.m.
I get up 5:20 every morning. To go
Yeah.
to work, so.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, guys, I lowered my memberships.
Yeah. I hope
So you gifted it. Cool. I don't know how gifting memberships work. Do you just pay for it and then you break up? Then you get what they pay for? You're the first person who's ever gifted me a membership. That's very sweet. Thank you, T. Thanks for joining. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for the member. How does that work? Do I get the money? I guess I get the money of that at the end of the month. That's super sweet. Thanks, guys. I don't know how gifting. I pay for that. Get 1 month. Sweet. Well, thank you. You get 5 new members. Cool. All paid for. Nobody's ever gifted. Sure, I got you. You want me to hold the sign?
Yeah, thank you.
No worries.
Yeah. And it's gonna be even nicer.
So I thought I was very generous. Thank you. It's badass.
Okay.
Jennifer, I'm honored to have you as a member. I'm honored to have Scientology Audit 1A. Thank you for calling me handsome, by the way. Nice to have you on the stream.
Is there something that, surprised you? It's better. Okay.
Of course,
great.
always, T. I'm a big fan of yours.
Yeah. We are
I'll try to
civilized
make it to
people.
England.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, people are giving fist bumps and thumbs up. Yeah, they know
She is
what
very
it's about.
generous.
So, are you not Sandy? Okay, I don't know where you are. You're in Australia.
So is that Sandy Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I know Sandy Hill. Hey, Sandy.
She's in Australia, one.
I believe so. What's the temperature there? It's what? 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know. Celsius.
Okay. So it's like 6-7 Celsius.
Okay, there you go. Thanks for your interest.
And what about the people you have met? You met a lot of people.
Danish people are very nice, handsome, and lovely accents.
They're good looking, aren't they?
Gorgeous accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Accents are cool too.
There's a lot of Vikings here, so.
Yes.
But you kind of fit into the scene.
I do. I've heard a lot of people think
yeah.
I'm Scandinavian because I heard red hair originates from the Vikings.
Yeah.
That's what my mom said. I never heard that before, but that's what she said. The Vikings were the first to have red hair, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have some Irish heritage? Do you know?
Yes. So my great grandfather was Irish.
Okay. Yeah.
And then another distant grandfather that was British.
Okay.
And then Polish on my dad's side. So very European. And my way back ancestors were very American too, because they, like my distant grandfathers, the captain of the boat that was after the Mayflower, like to go to the U.S. So he was like the second group. Well, not this. Obviously, there were natives there, so not really American, but the second colonizing group to go to the U.S. from Great Britain.
Yeah, I thought about it yesterday because you know we have two Irish people here, and the only redhead is coming from the States.
Yeah, funny. Yeah, I mean, you go to Ireland. I've heard you go to Ireland. There's not a lot of red-haired people, as much as you'd think. I've heard that.
No, there's not many.
Yeah, no. It's like as uncommon as it is in the U.S. Maybe a little more common, but not.
More blonde.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
So,
but it's like Conan O'Brien has kind of launched this idea of the Irish redheads,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
Oh, Conan is always talking.
A lot of people say I look like him, which I don't think is a great compliment, but I get that.
That's an old
fair
Irish
enough.
saying.
Then other people say I look like Prince Harry, and I'll take that as a compliment. I'm like, all right. I'll take. I probably look somewhere in between, right? I mean, some people think he's very good looking.
Yeah,
That's true.
and
In
he
some
does
sense.
work as well.
That's true. He could do it better than me.
Craig Ferguson now, that's one guy I used to.
He's funny, yeah. Craig Ferguson, yeah.
He's amazing. I miss his show. I want to have Billy Connolly on. The two of them were just an absolute thing.
That's funny.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was just all off the cuff. You could tell it wasn't scripted.
Yeah. No, they don't need a script, I think.
So did you check Tinder
If
here?
anything, maybe not. For
No.
Okay.
I haven't. I don't think I get any matches because I don't think I'm that attractive here. I look like everybody else. So why would I even try?
I don't think.
I think I'm. She asked if I was on Tinder here.
Yeah, just try the Tinder. I mean,
Of course, why not?
Why
But that would work in your favor.
Perhaps if I had the time.
You'd be
I don't know
exotic,
about
No,
Tinder,
it never. I never works. If I look like how everybody else looks like, it doesn't. I don't even try. It doesn't work out. If I look completely different, then I do very well, like in Mexico, or whatever.
I mean, you could
It's all about scarcity.
That's sometimes true, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would get matches, but still, I can't.
Maybe.
Of course, I don't have experience. But when my friend here got here, and he installed Grindr, he started to get dick pics instantly. So.
Grindr, you can more do that. I wouldn't. I never understood that whole culture with like sensing that it's gross. Not my cup of tea.
Who would ever want to see one? Anyway, they're horrendous.
Not my cup of tea at all.
I don't know,
but
he said it.
at least I'd be better behaved than a lot of people on Tinder and stuff. Yeah.
I'm just saying that was his experience. I don't know. None of these apps existed when I was single, so.
All I can say is like our creator, there's very bit of clay. All I do with this off.
Yeah. Well, everybody's taken too. That's the sad part. You're taken, right? To double check, I assume. Not single.
Maybe.
Oh man, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Okay. Wow, not even a direct answer. Most beautiful woman I've seen so far in Denmark, I must say. You got some real competition as well.
So much.
There's some beauties here. Okay, I'll try to figure that out. Maybe someday I'll know the answer. Who knows? I am, obviously. That's a whole thing on like YouTube. Everybody's like trying to set me up all the time.
Are they?
They're like, you should flirt with this person, that person, that person, that person, that person. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but it's probably because you're so comfortable in your own skin, and you're not really ashamed to say something out loud.
No, no. Slash, you're not rude or weird or aggressive or
exactly.
You got to get a feel.
Yeah, of course.
For who's receptive, who's not. But
Yeah.
I'm so busy though. I don't really try to date or like I don't, because I travel all the time and go to different places. There's no real.
Haven't you also like kind of said that you're not the commitment kind of type either?
At this moment, yeah.
So.
Really make myself look attractive, I bet.
Okay.
Yeah, people really know about my dating life.
Brian
It's
Lucas
interesting.
from The Pod is saying Dutch 2D flows with everybody.
I don't. I think case in point, I'm not. Big case in point, I've tried and failed. But thank you. I'll take it. I appreciate it.
I mean,
no harm in
why
trying.
not?
Yeah.
You need to.
But if you like, that's why it's a shame I missed a protest in Mexico, because then on the street people would have been like, oh wow, this guy looks like Prince Harry.
Yeah.
So I missed out on that. It was too late. Really? You don't think he's attractive? Really? You don't think he's attractive? Right. But not particularly good looking. Because I would say objectively he's kind of good looking.
Okay.
Wow, okay. Well, there you go. All right, maybe it's not that much of a compliment.
Okay.
He is taken, yes. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a prince, so he can get anybody probably.
So that's probably what I don't find attractive is a prince.
It was funny to discover.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah, it's like the
yeah.
best part. Definitely.
Yeah, but do you like Latino women?
Sure,
That's your type.
Well, I don't think I have a real type. My type is the type that likes me back. That's about it.
Now all the
I'll
women
take what I can get.
are interrogating.
It's fun. You can interrogate as much as you like. That's been a fun hot topic of my stream about what my preferences are in dating life is. So, 1990.
90. I
Yeah.
have a son born 90.
It's too young. I'm kidding. Although I'm probably only younger than you because you look so young.
Oh, thank you.
But for some, even a year is like too young.
I'm in the granny.
Older, yeah.
But you're not in the lesbian granny gang.
No, not lesbian granny.
They're their own breed. They're pretty cool.
I'm the shit.
I don't know, but it sounds really funny.
I'm the shit bag. You're the shit bag. Okay.
It's so funny.
Shit bag is granny.
Because Scotty said that it's the minions are, the minion members are the old lesbian grannies. Yeah, so you're only partly qualified.
How many lesbian grannies are there? There are like 4 lesbian grannies in like streams because I keep hearing that. Is that like a cadre?
I don't know.
It's like a Rico gang. They're gonna try to charge.
In Scott's chat, I'm doing good. I will just put the can here. They put a lot of. I'm doing great. I don't know what happened to the music. I think I will need to. I can't find the word in English.
That's all right. I wish I could help you, but I don't speak Swedish.
They name us.
Yeah. Okay.
The ones who are in the chat.
Okay.
We are got the Indians. We're
Right.
grannies.
Right. Okay.
And now we're lesbian grannies.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the detractors call you that, or the supporters call you that?
No, they hate her.
Ah, okay.
That's wrong.
Oh, right, because everybody's complaining that DOA's supporters are all like old women. Right, yeah, right. And are really kind of nasty.
We're minions because we follow him.
Right, right.
He has his own
They
kingdom.
also have the streets, the ladies who follow streets.
Yeah, they are good.
The good girls. Yeah, right. The Reddit says the good girls. Yeah.
A bit of an inside joke because
That's a big thing, right? Right. There are a lot of obnoxious nicknames. I forgot about all of them. Yeah.
Nicknames.
I think the nickname. There you go. I think like lesbian grannies is cool though. I feel like that's a compliment. Like lesbian grannies are badass. Yeah. No.
I'm not defended to be called a granny because I've lived almost 60 years. So I know what I'm doing.
60 isn't granny though. 60 is young.
Yeah, but I have 3 grandkids.
Oh wow, cool. Okay. You got your hands full.
And soon 2 more.
Oh wow, congratulations. You excited or are you like overwhelmed by them?
No,
you know, like one more is like too much.
No, I'm excited. They
Oh,
are
cool.
so fun.
Oh good.
But
So
that's
you're
why
prepared.
I can say that some people in the community act like 5-year-olds. Because I have had 3 sons, and now I have a lot of grandkids, so
Cool.
I see how they act.
It must like bring you memories of the grandkids. Like, oh, that reminds me of like what my kid did.
Yeah.
Like, do you find you're more understanding as a grandparent and forgiving? Like, you're like, all right, they've made this.
I've always been like, I have one rule
Respect. Okay.
in my home, and that was behave
Okay.
and be kind.
Right.
That's it. Then you can do whatever you want.
That makes sense. Madiba, this is for you. So do you want to review something? Yeah. Well, you know, it's fun. It's like all the fun without any of the pressure.
Yeah, but I think kids must learn to behave
Yeah.
like a dog. How can I?
No, I know what you mean. There's like a formal training that you could do, and like,
My goal when I got kids, I didn't want kids for the first.
I didn't. Interesting.
It just happened.
Okay.
And my goal was to teach them to be good adults.
Right.
That's the only goal I had.
Right. Interesting.
And after the age appropriate they were in, when they were 3, I couldn't talk to them like they were 20.
Right.
But I could have that in the back, that when you are 20, you learn to behave.
Right. Right. You can't figure that out.
Yeah. So that's my. That has been my goal. So when
I admire that.
So when my last kid got to 20, I did like this. Yes, I made it. Now I'm free.
It's a milestone. It's a long wait.
Yeah.
It's a long wait,
I
but
had one born 90, one born 92, and one born 93.
okay.
So they are very close.
Yeah, about my age. Interesting. They're doing well, and they have a good gig, and good for. Well, what's the secret? Well, I guess just being very focused on how they're, how they learn and how they act. And,
yeah, like I said, age-appropriate learning.
right.
To be a good adult.
Right.
Not be treat them like kids, because they are kids, but with the back mind that how do you perform when you're 20?
Right. Interesting.
So always work so they
Yeah.
be
It's like
productive
preparation.
and good citizens.
And to have that like be 20 is like that's kind of a goalpost. Like they should be established or like whatever. Like kind of understand some things.
And be kind.
Yeah.
Be kind. Always be kind. And don't judge. It was the worst I could hear when their friends or someone you can hear when it's from the parents some like if you're gay or
right.
if you're that was the worst I could hear.
Right, interesting, yeah.
Everyone has the right to have their own mind.
Of course,
and be who they are. And you can...
They that liberty.
You can agree to disagree.
Sure.
And go your parted way. But you don't have to be mean.
No. Right, and you have to have the understanding of what makes them happy. And
Be nice.
Yeah, well put.
Liz Ferris, she always said that.
Yeah.
The kind is to be. It's free to be kind.
Yeah, very well put. Yeah, it is.
Okay, great. And Samuel had some nuts somewhere. I don't know where they are now.
Well, I have a whole thing if anybody wants to eat one.
Some here.
Yeah, I was kind of amazed. I thought he'd have like a big jar, but like, I know we'd all get individual jars. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I have a okay. Then later.
Catch up with your chat.
Okay, maybe
You get it, you love women. Yeah. I ain't doing well today though. I tried. I'm not gonna ask about babies. I don't know what any of you guys are talking about. Go back to the couch. No. Yeah, Majib, I agree with you. Far right work. I'm a little in love, I gotta say.
Samuel wanted everyone to talk about
You
his
in front
nuts
of
today. No, thank you.
You can't be all friends. You need one number. Let's smoke and play the game. No, I'm all right. Thank you, because I don't have anything to drink. Otherwise, I would. I appreciate it. I mean, I got her email
here.
her.
We have Dr. Landisman present.
What up? How are you?
Yeah. We have a good group of people here, and okay. Let me change the camera so you can read what it says on the side. So we have.
Thanks, Nemesis. I don't have any game, but I tried.
We have the
Maybe I do. I don't know. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. If you think she didn't answer anything, if you think she was feeling it. I don't think she was. Put it to the chat. I think she was not. That just stays between us. What chat is he reading from? My own chat. She was Scientology talking about the policies. What are you talking about? Yeah, she wasn't Scientology. Saying there's such restrictions. Yeah, there's there's a lot less you could do, which is ironic because you think like everybody says America is not the land of the free, and like, oh, everything's so free in Scandinavia, but like not necessarily. Back to channel surfing. You're good. I'm probably going to end this relatively soon. None of y'all's answer my question, but that's okay. I don't think I want to hear the answer.
We have Ann-Katrine from the chat. We have Monica from the chat. So Ann-Katrine from Sweden, Monica from Denmark, and we have Kirby's mom. Say hi to Miriam Francis.
Hi, Miriam.
Yeah, so this is Kirby's mom.
Oh, hey, cool.
And this is Rose and Irish Mark, the one and only Irish Mark. So we have a couple of people on break, so we have a good representation. I'm not doing this anymore because Scientology of North is a bitch.
What? Really?
No.
Oh, I was like, call you a bitch?
You're violent. I'm violent, yes. It's the sarcasm. Yeah, it's very common here, so it's just, you know.
I like it. Scandinavian sarcasm.
Yeah, it's, yeah. Thank you, Miriam.
Yeah, but that's the problem with
You know
young
what they
people
did? I will
today.
show you.
Yeah.
Young people today, they don't appreciate sarcasm. They don't understand it.
I guess it's true. I haven't thought about that, but I suppose. I'm not that sarcastic. I just naturally not. But I mean, I've seen a lot of sarcasm in the U.S.
I'm very
wrong with that.
My kids understand it.
Yeah,
because
cool.
I have done it all the time.
Right, yeah, experience, right. That makes sense. You have a little more experience, a little more know-how.
But I see sometimes when you talk to people and you say something, I can't think of any example right now, but
right.
When you joke, like I said to Miriam just now, I heard a rumor that you're violent.
You said to Miriam you heard a rumor that she was violent.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, that's funny. Yeah,
that
right.
is kind of
yes, right, I get that.
sarcasm.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I said, yes,
So,
damn right.
and I didn't say to you, but in the planters over there.
Okay. We got some other planners.
Yeah, yeah, but there was a big pile of cigars.
Oh, cool.
So I wonder if Aaron has been here.
Entirely possible. Expedia is expensive. It's $1,500 was the ticket. People are asking how much the ticket was. It was a lot. Yeah, a lot of money. Yeah. Wasn't cheap. No, tiny. I was in the middle of the middle seat. It's horrible. Tiny little seat. It's like a budget airline.
Oh, on the flight?
Yeah, Scandinavian Airlines. It was awful.
My train ticket was 200.
Yeah, I was like this the whole time. And I'm not even super tall, but I was tall enough to like be really uncomfortable and not be able to move my legs or anything.
I mean, at least you want a window or an aisle seat.
Yeah, should have. Yeah. So I was surprised it's like that bad for that.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not that bad to get all the way out direct from LA. It's like the opposite end.
Was it a direct flight there?
It was direct, yeah. So that's the nice part.
That's
Yeah.
good, yeah.
And I'm flying direct back, which is nice. So it's a long flight. It's like 11 hours one way and 10 hours the other way.
You must have gotten a few meals thrown in for that then as well.
What's up?
There are meals with a...
There's one, and then you have to pay for the other. It's kind of BS. So, they let you pay for they'll give you one for free, and you have to pay for the other. No, and then you have to pay for soda too. You have to pay for a Coke.
11 hours.
Yeah.
Well, SAS is not doing well financially.
Oh, really? Good. They deserve it. That's interesting. Are they the only ones that go to? I mean, I guess more would go to. Well, I guess Copenhagen or maybe Stockholm would have more flights. So I imagine other.
Sweden has they've sold their part of SAS now. They
okay.
But I guess the plane still land there.
Okay, interesting. That makes sense. Yeah, it was a headache, but I've had worse. I've been on longer flights on occasion.
I recently went to Ghana, and I was
cool.
like, I have to get a flight a seat. I have to choose my seat because if I'm stuck in for 6 hours in the middle seat, and so it was very nice to have a window seat both ways, and then on the way back, I think I actually the middle seat was empty.
Nice. Oh, so lucky.
So
that's
good.
like
Yeah,
that's like the dream.
So nice.
It's never happened.
Yeah, because it wasn't like extra leg room or anything
Right.
luxury.
It's a tiny
just
little
like
thing.
I want to choose my seat, and you have to pay for that. So that was what I chose.
Where in Ghana you go to? Accra?
Yeah, Accra.
What brought you there? That's so cool.
I was
Of
there
all
for
places.
a wedding. An
Wow.
African wedding.
How
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
How cool.
My pastor's youngest daughter was getting married.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
cool. Very cool.
The family is the pastor and his wife are originally from Ghana.
Oh wow,
and
cool.
Their children are born and raised here.
Cool.
But then
Interesting.
the daughter went to Ghana for some internship, and then she met this lovely guy.
How
and
cool.
Then they got married in February.
Wow.
So we all, or a lot of us from the church, we went there.
Oh cool. Oh, I admire that.
And
Cool.
it was a traditional ceremony that you have to have, otherwise it doesn't really count. And then the
Interesting.
church wedding as well. So there's two weddings in fact.
It's so interesting with Africa because there's the Christian community is really expanding.
Yes.
And it's interesting. Like I'm Christian, but my parents are all atheists. Like I'm the only one that believes in Christ in like the entire family. So I'm curious, what kind of sect of Christianity is? Is it because I know they're like non-denominational is getting bigger and bigger. They're interesting. So it's not like there's a Baptist or like.
We don't put a label on ourselves.
Respectful,
Like that.
right.
We're just sort of charismatic and just believe in the Bible
like that,
as, as basic.
I go?
Yes,
I gotta go.
Yes, thank you so much for joining today.
Whatever. You from Sweden or Denmark?
I'm from Denmark. Yes.
Lodge, honor to meet you.
Nice meeting
Thanks
you.
for all the really good conversation and information.
Yeah, so it's very, just Christian.
Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've always been into that, like trying to get. I've never found like one church to get in. I actually am a baptized Mormon, oddly enough, but I don't believe in it because I never believed in Christianity. Yeah, and then I felt so bad. There are these two kid missionaries. I felt like so bad for them. These two like young guys, and like. So they convinced me, and I'm like, this is fascinating. So and I thought, well, I should get baptized because I do. Now arguably they're not even a branch of Christianity. I'm like, well, they're sort of a branch of Christianity, so I guess if I get baptized, it'd be cool. And then like I kind of lied and said how I was no longer smoking or whatever, and I would train missionaries and stuff. And I got like a temple recommends where I could go to the temple, and I think I still have it. Yeah, but I haven't been to the LDS church in like 3 years. But they were cool, and what was really nice is like, especially when you're young, it was nice to have friends who were super healthy, like no drugs, no drinking, and it was nice to like have an activity and hang out with friends where we could play board games or cards or like not just like have to drink nonstop. And that was, so it was very healthy for my lifestyle in that sense, but then I didn't like what they believed was so out of whack. It wasn't that far of a departure from Scientology, really.
It's pretty out there.
Yeah. But I'm looking for like a new, like more, it's always tough to find which. There's some sects that are more accepting than others, and each has different policies about that. But interesting, note to self. And so do they have an official name or no? Is it just kind of the church that you belong to a church?
No, like I said, it's not. It's a free church. What we call it.
Cool.
Church
Nice.
here
Okay.
in,
Free church.
Denmark.
Nice.
So what it means is that you are recognized as a religion, and you have
Cool.
the right to weddings, or funerals, and that
Awesome.
sort of thing. And you pay taxes. And
Right.
everything.
Cool.
But otherwise, you don't have any government support.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
So we have to pay for things ourselves.
Wow. Do you do like mission trips and everything?
We have done like some, not really trips as such, but maybe like outreach programs where
Cool.
we sing some songs. Like I'm in the choir, for instance.
Wow,
So
cool.
One year we went to the City Hall Square here, and we just set up some microphones and play some music.
Wow.
And then some people can hand out tracks and talk to people about Jesus. And you know,
Beautiful.
that's- yeah.
Nice, simple way to do it. Yeah.
Sometimes we go to like a mall and sing there. So some of those things. Yeah.
How cool. It's good to spread that joy. You know, it's like, that's the thing too. It's like there's nobody like caroling anymore, or, you know. You know, like random bursts of music you see kind of less and less. So it's good to spread that joy.
Yeah, absolutely. But actually, for Christmas, I have been invited for several years now to perform some Christmas songs at the workplace.
Cool. Okay.
Because they
Interesting.
found out that I sing, and then it was like,
Wow.
they asked me, would you like to sing some Christmas songs on the 1st of December? That
That's
you know,
awesome.
when people come into work, there's some Christmas songs live. And
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
that's so cool.
So I've done that.
What
for
a
few
cool
years
company you
now.
work for.
Yeah, it's really
Wow.
it's really nice. And then people
Like
can
the-
have a croissant and you know, a cup of chocolate. And
That's
then
so
just
cool.
sit and
So
chat.
you're like the in-house singer.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you sing with anybody else, or is it just you? You can carry it yourself.
Not that particular. I've tried to look for people who like play instruments.
Yeah, right.
or they want to
Well,
sing
sometimes
or
your voice
something.
can carry it though if it's that good.
I
you know?
can do my own things, you
Cool.
know, but I feel like it's nice if we can all do something together. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like that's the spirit of Christmas also.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
we do things together. It's not just me.
Sure.
For an hour. So if anyone is interested and
Cool.
can sing or play an instrument, I would definitely be open for that.
Okay, cool.
I've tried to talk people into it, but it hasn't. So you just use some tracks.
That makes right. Yeah, it's like karaoke version where like the instruments are in the background, and then like you're singing.
Well, it is like
That's the
karaoke,
dream.
kind
Yeah,
of,
but that's the
yeah.
dream to
It's
have
more
like
a
the full
performance.
orchestra. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, but it's nice because the tracks, then you do have the full orchestra for some of the carols, and I love the crooners.
Oh, I love Nat King Cole and Sinatra. Chestnuts roasting over an open fire.
Yes.
Yeah, all the Dean
Yeah,
Martin
that's one
and
of the
Bing
fa-
Crosby.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, really? You can sing that?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's a song.
Cool. It's a hard song to sing because you have to go really high. I like Eskimo. Yeah, it's like you have to get. You're like, well, maybe that's the Nat King Cole version because he's so good at going really low. He's like chestnuts roasting over an open fire, and he goes way high. But maybe that's just the way he sings it.
I feel like it's one
Jack
of the easiest for me.
Interesting, really.
It's pretty, there are others. You know, the thing is about the carols sometimes that they like to go really high in the keys.
Yeah, I can't go.
And I can do that, but it's
Impressive.
You know,
It's all right, yeah, it's like not
variety.
natural.
You want some variety.
You do,
and you
yeah.
don't want it to be like you're some kind of opera singer, you know.
Yeah.
So I try to find something that's a bit different. So I have a variety of songs where it's not
That's
all
so cool.
like,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
One year, that was the year before last, I did 12 Days of Christmas,
Oh,
and
fun.
that was like a sobriety test. I was like, I'm never doing that again. Not by myself anyway.
Right, because you can go high. Five
Oh,
golden rings.
Yeah, and it was so high as well. And then you just keep going, there's
Yeah,
no breaks.
right.
And I was like,
Right, you can't catch your breath at all. Two turtles up, and you get to remember all of it too. It's like, partridge in a pear tree.
but in front of me, but
Makes
still,
life a little
keep
easier.
track of where you are. Oh my goodness.
That's impressive though. If you can sing that, you have a very good voice. And you can hit those notes. Because I don't think my voice is decent, but it's not like I couldn't hit those notes. Well, thank you. That was just a little silly thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll just see if I can hit that like the high note that he hits, but I'm able to.
In
But
the church, we also try to sing like just different things.
That's awesome.
We sometimes have gospel songs that like Houston of God.
Oh, cool.
Or somebody like, I don't know if you know these names, Kira Sherrard and
No.
Tasha Cobbs.
Okay, I don't know.
They have
Sound
really
cool.
powerful voices.
Okay,
So,
cool. I have to check out more gospel because the one I like is Kirk Franklin.
Yes.
He's really cool, yeah. Smile and his whole album is good. Oh, nice, cool.
So
Cool.
we just do a lot of different stuff, and because there are a lot of Africans in our church, we also
Yeah.
do African
Oh, that's
gospel
cool.
music, which is
So is there like bongos and everything, and like that's so cool, and mixing that with the choir, that would be beautiful.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really, really great. Yeah. We sing a lot of those.
That's so cool. That's cool. You have like an African contingent in Denmark.
Yeah.
Out of all places.
Yeah, exactly.
So
There's
a lot.
a few immigrant churches.
Okay, I didn't know that.
In
Interesting.
Copenhagen, and it's a lot of, especially Africans that go to those churches. So yeah, so I know a lot of people from Ghana, a lot of people from Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, all over.
Wow. What was Ghana like? Was it like people are saying it's really up and coming and like it's not super dirty and looks kind of developed now and.
Well, compared to here, obviously it's very dusty.
Sure, but it might be neck and neck with like Detroit though.
One of the growing economies in Africa. So it's probably one of the more developed countries.
I've heard that. Yeah, a lot safer now. And
I've been there in 2018 as well, and it seemed to me like most of the city was a bit more developed than last time.
Okay, so you saw it change. It's
like
interesting.
A city like Copenhagen or London or anything, but it's getting
like downtown. Would they pave the road, or would it be all? Would it be like paved and then there'd be dirt like in the side and like?
Yeah, some of
interesting.
Well, if you go in the center of the
so it's pretty cool and like right.
But
Okay.
if you go to a residential area,
So you go like 2 kilometers out or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of those.
Kind of like Mexico. Yeah.
In the residential areas, there's more dirt roads.
Interesting.
I think someone's right. You're always saying that the iron screens are. And we went to Cape Coast as well, which is like 3-4 hours drive.
Wow.
And some of that road is paved,
That's
some
scary.
of it is not.
Ooh, that's scary.
And we had this rattly old bus, it was quite the trip. So
wow, all hardcore.
we were definitely shaken
That's
up
a cool
by
experience.
that we got there.
But well worth it.
It's all in the experience. It's all in the adventure.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's and were there like dogs and chickens and stuff on the streets? So they had that. So it's kind of like Mexico. Yeah. Interesting.
Sometimes there was even a cow. I think that was probably somebody's cow, but it was there in the
just chilling.
open,
It's kind of awesome.
Goats, horses, not loose, but people riding horses. Instead of riding a bicycle.
Well, it's interesting. It's like it reminds me a lot. It sounds like the smaller cities in Mexico. Like the big cities in Mexico, everything would be paved. You'd see dogs, but you wouldn't see horses, but you would in like a smaller city in Mexico, and you could see some of that. And it's interesting. I've been to South Africa once, and I went to Zambia and Zimbabwe and saw the famous waterfall and everything. But yeah, it was cool. I liked it, but I was like, I did safari with my parents, but like, I feel like what you were doing would be way cooler. Like to actually see the real city. And we saw Johannesburg. We got dinner there and spent the night, but that was it. And I was like, this is an interesting. I want to see a lot more of it.
Yeah.
I think Accra is a lot safer. They say than Johannesburg.
I think it's actually quite safe.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You do hear about certain things, and they do have police checkpoints, especially at
right.
night.
I'm sure. Yeah. That's just again like Mexico.
Yeah. Again, so because there are kidnappings and things, but generally, I think it's fairly safe. I was okay. I would be okay taking a taxi home by myself. And that kind of thing. So most of the time we were together though in a group.
Pretty social.
It's fairly safe.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, what do you eat? Was it a lot of ground beef, very spicy, and spicy like cuts?
Actually, a lot of food I ate wasn't spicy.
Okay, maybe that's like West Africa. Or is Ghana West Africa? I should know that.
It is.
Yeah, I gotta figure. Yeah.
They do use a lot of chili, but sometimes it's optional.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they have the big dough, the big flat? Or is that like Ethiopian more? The like really thin bread?
Ethiopian.
Okay, interesting.
Yes. So they have plantain, which is.
Oh, I love plantain. I didn't know they had that.
So good.
Yeah, it's like the bananas.
I bought some for myself to cook at home. Actually.
Oh, nice.
So they have a lot of plantain, a lot of rice. They do this special rice called jollof rice, which is spiced rice. So it's like a reddish brownish color.
Oh, sounds good.
It's very popular, and they always debate whether the Nigerian one or the Ghana one is better.
There's a big competition. I like it. It's fun.
What do they have? A lot of chicken.
Okay, I didn't even know that chicken was a thing.
Yeah,
cool.
And you can more or less get whatever you want. Some Asian cuisine we also saw, some pizza. Not that we didn't try everything, you know.
Right.
But you see places like pizza places.
So they'll have that.
They
Interesting.
have KFC and all those
Sure,
things.
I bet. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they'll like you go to movie theaters, I assume, and like.
I think they probably have.
I have been
Yeah,
working
there's
on
like-
my own reactive mind, and I am not doing it anymore.
Like your passion.
You can save a lot of money by saying, I have been mucking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore.
Scientology's a cult. We're protesting.
Mucking up my own reactive mind, and I'm not
Vi
doing it
protesterer
anymore.
mod Scientology.
Det kan jeg godt forstå.
Ja.
Godt arbejde.
Ja, tak. Mange
I got
tak.
lungs. I got
Do a great job.
So.
I couldn't find the card in time. Oh well.
Oh.
Damn it. Thanks for translating. I guess there are a few people who only speak Danish. Danish.
Yeah, a few.
Denmarkian. Oh, Danish.
He just said, oh, good work.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good supporter. Thanks for your support.
Freezing.
Yeah, I know, cold. I shut off somewhat soon because I'm like in a little icicle. Oof. Or at least like stand in the sun for a moment.
Scientology is an abusive cult. Hi. Hi again.
I might have a smoke in the sun.
Yeah, I should go with you
Might be
because I need
helpful.
to
Sure.
take a pee also. Can
Go for it.
hold my camera? Yeah.
No, thank you, Miriam. Huge fan. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
just keep on filming yourself and our friends. Yeah, I will be back.
Thanks for the rundown. That was interesting. Oh, cool. I want to see him.
I need to take a pee as well. Oh, now I have
Cool.
my music with me.
Well, you can just turn it off, right?
Yeah, I can turn it.
You could pee while you listen to music, I suppose.
Yeah.
They won't get mad. What is this? Is this a movie theater?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
It's more like an indie movie.
Even better. I wonder if it's in English. They have Bridget Jones?
Yeah, okay,
That's a blast in the
that's
past.
not an indie. But,
Yeah, they have a
but they
complete
have more
unknown.
independent. Because I remember
Oh.
I saw a really good Mexican movie once
Oh,
there.
cool.
In Spanish.
Do they, and the subtitles, if they do subtitles, it'll be in Danish, I assume,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Oh, you can see some movies with English subtitles as well.
Okay. I'm a huge movie guy.
Okay.
Like, I love going to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, there's the boys.
Well,
are
they
you
are.
on break or?
yeah.
Okay.
And I'll continue, after I have.
Did you you end the stream or what did
Oh,
you
no, I probably will end the stream and resume it. What do you think? Should I end? I still have it.
Yeah, I think it
All right.
just ended and start a new one. There's a lot of people getting up about
Yeah,
this time,
cool.
so they'll show up again anyways.
I'll catch up with what the chat said
Yeah.
before I do. Say my last thank yous. Marina, people are saying Marina's awesome. Talking about tea. Dodge, is that lady Brit? No, she's Danish, but has a British accent. Almost.
She has a cool accent.
It's very cool, yeah. Very, sophisticated and erudite. I like it. Dodge, love your streams. Thank you, Margaret. Somebody's saying, go home, bitches. I think she's a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Jen Leon is in the chat. They say she's JWoww. She's not. Hi to you. Michael Malloy, he was LDS. Cool. Yeah, I gave you some interesting new facts. What compelled you to go to Denmark? This person. She compelled me, and I'm glad I went. Very glad I went. Love sarcasm. All right, cool. I'm sick of all the governments around this world. Okay. I have the most random people
Yeah.
in my chat. I have no idea, half the time I have no idea what they're talking about.
You're doing vertical, right?
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah,
lot of new
so-
people.
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if I've gained any subscribers after I end this or what. Yeah, I'd imagine because it's been 130 people watching consistently the whole time, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But considering the time of the day as well, I mean,
Yeah, I was surprised, right.
Yeah.
I was surprised because it was 6 a.m. and when I started in in New York.
Yeah. So it's.
And I'll show them a cool view before I sign off.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, somebody gave me super. Oh, 13. Wow, thank you. Made some nice money.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. And thank you for commenting the first time. She says it's the first time she's commenting. Doing great job, Dodge. Love seeing you in Denmark. I appreciate that. T says I'd love to get in touch with her. I'll try to put your whoops, I actually linked the grease you can get. T, put your email in the in your chat, and I'll screenshot it and get you guys in touch. I'm glad you like the Oxford, Newport, different one. I took your suggestion. That's a good suggestion about the cigarettes, the prints.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so now, all right, I'm gonna sign off. Josh, Lady Brit, yeah. Well, we're talking about that. BRB, yeah. Thank you guys for support. I'll probably go live again in,
yeah.
I'll probably go live again in like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Something like that, but I'm going to end.
Teamwork makes dream work. We have streams going on all the time here now. So
yeah. Oh, T says, don't forget you were called a piece of scum by Aaron Smith-Levin. Yes. Well, no, he called me a bottom-feeding tabloid journalist.
Yeah.
And I said, well, the tabloid journalists are heroes half the time. Like, they found that the shoes that O.J. Simpson was wearing and proved that. They exposed the John Edwards affair. That's the guy who ran for vice president. Exactly. Like, they've done some. Daily Mail is very on the ball with all this.
Exactly.
So I took that as a compliment.
Been doing a lot of work on exposing Scientology.
Yeah.
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 So, and they have also been featuring Alex Barnes Ross's activism in the UK. So I absolutely. Also the LA movement, there was a Daily Mail article about that as well last year.
Yeah.
Actually the incident when the Mötley Crüe guy was attacking Scotty.
Oh, right. Okay.
So.
All right, guys.